Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it smells good.
Greetings and welcome everyone to Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. I am, as always, your ever-prepared GM, Brian. Today we're continuing the Starfinder 2nd Edition Playtest adventure. It has a name. I've been reading it.
A Cosmic Birthday.
Cosmic Birthday. There it is. But feel free to join us on Twitch. Send us angry messages. We love them. Also kind of messages. Any messages.
Yeah, we just like messages.
Specifically to Fred. So if you could direct them to him. But also enjoy our YouTube page at fellowshipgaming.quest, where you can subscribe, hit that bell notification, and watch our VODs.
Mystery flavor, voodoo.
Yeah. Today we have our Peep C flavor is Mountain Dew Voodoo 2024 mystery flavor. I have not tried it yet. It's got a good scent.
It does
Like
have
a
good
berry
smell.
scent.
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
well,
it's got a berry smell.
what was it you said? It's supposed to taste like gummy worms?
That's what somebody told me.
There's like a Great Valley gummy worms that have it's the sugar scent. I do like it.
That had a very interesting taste. It had two. One in the foreground, one in the background.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, like you get hit with a flavor, and then there's
Well,
that aftertaste that hits you.
I'm gonna say a word for the for the front flavor, apple juice immediately.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah,
Like a cider.
yeah, like a mulled apple cider.
Like not sharp,
Correct.
but dull.
like a Fuji apple juice.
yeah.
rather than like a tart one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
That back end.
it does have that like artificial sugar,
Yeah.
like gummy bear, gummy worm. Like I could see why people think that,
But it is.
but there's more. No,
Definitely
you're right.
isn't.
You're right. It's layered. There's more. It's not unpleasant.
No,
at
it's
all.
not. Like,
And it's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
by how strong the scent is. Like that's the thing. The smell is stronger than the flavor. Not like the fucking Beetlejuice one. Oh my god. It smell is so, you're like, okay, and then you drink it and you go, why?
atrocious. Oh man, it's pleasant.
Floral, but not
Yeah.
like a flower, but not like it plant.
I'm
It
trying to
has
figure out.
it has a very berry.
yeah,
smell
sure.
to
Well,
it.
I got technically is an apple a berry?
No, it's.
I know
a fruit.
strawberries are. I thought.
Apples are
Anybody
a
who's
stone
watching,
fruit,
please go to Google and Google, is an apple a berry?
It comes from a tree and not a bush.
I mean,
Oh shit! That might be-
bananas
No,
are berries.
Yeah, but they come from bush. Oh wait,
No, they come
No,
from trees.
Yeah, you're right. Cause
I thought bananas were fruit.
They are fruit,
They are.
but their
Berries are
classification
also
is fruit.
fruits.
Is berry.
but it's something to do with the seeds.
Yeah.
And also I don't even think the bananas we eat today are like real bananas.
They are still bananas.
Well, they are, but they're not. They're artificial. Like we made them that way.
Yes, we have genetically modified them to the point where they are the way they are.
Well, it's like carrots. Wild carrots originally weren't really orange.
They're more of a bluish.
Well, they were purple, white, and red, and then there were some orange variants. And I think it was the Danish people, because I think one of their primary colors is green, orange.
Yeah.
And they were like, "We like these. These are ours." I don't know if it's Danish, but it's another country. So
Probably Dutch if you're going for primary orange color.
yeah, and then they specifically bred orange, and that became primary. Like there used to be 6 types of wild potatoes, and then because of the potato famine, we only have 2 types now. Now, well, we have 9, but goldens and reds, and they're a variation of each other.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know why I was looking up a biologist the other day, and we were talking about the diffusion of certain species, like why carrots are orange, why certain things are purple, blue, pink.
Well,
whatever.
people talk about how like kale. Kale is genetically modified.
Yeah.
Like people go, "Oh, I want to be no GMO." Then stop eating the vast majority of your
can't
health
eat
foods.
corn.
Yeah,
Because corn isn't. It's one of the most GMO plants.
but
on
like
the
GMO
planet.
isn't bad.
Well, no, well, that's people think GMO means that we're fucking with it scientifically.
I mean, we are sometimes, but
but dogs are GMO.
yeah, like, but
That's the point.
but
Our
the-
children are GMO because we are
the nice way of saying it is it's called animal husbandry.
correct.
Yes.
So instead of calling it GMO, so when I think of GMO, like most people, I think in a lab, like Jurassic Park.
I'm thinking of like golden rice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, yes, Jurassic Park, the giant bugs that Henry, I think his name is the Asian
grasshoppers.
actor.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
grasshoppers. That's it. Like they are GMO without question. They added like a bunch of crazy whatever. But the dinosaurs, granted, they were originally GMO. The African frogs that allowed them to change their gender so they could mate in the wild, that is a natural delineation from a previous GMO. Well, that's what the bananas and the corn that we have today. Like they wouldn't survive in the acidic soil that we had 200-300 years ago. You know what I mean? Because they can't. They survive under certain conditions, which are the ones that we have now.
So to answer your question, because then also the question that was begged to be answered, an apple is a fruit, not a berry. But what's the difference between a berry and a fruit? A fruit is a square, and a berry is a rectangle. All berries
All
are
squares
fruit,
are rectangles.
but not all fruit are berries.
Correct. And not all. But
No. You bugged me with the question, and I was like, I gotta figure it out.
That's a good analogy.
It says a berry is a type of fruit that has a specific structure and comes from a single flower that has to be without a stone.
Has to be.
Without a stone. Like stone
Oh.
fruit, like a pit and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
That reminds me, Siri, order 2 bushels of apples.
You just ordered like hundreds of thousands of bushels
No!
for freaking everybody.
I have
Maybe
an
if
Android.
we had actual followers.
We have followers. We have 94 subscribers.
Yeah.
Followers? What do they call them on
Followers.
Twitch? Followers? Yeah.
Yeah,
have
we don't
94
have
of
that
them.
many subscribers.
Yeah,
If we had
we
94
don't.
subscribers, we'd have made money.
It'd be nice.
Even if we had 94 Prime subscribers, we would make something a month.
It's about 180 if it's 90. It's because it's $2 a month every Prime subscriber.
Correct. Yeah.
No, it's not a trash can. Not a trash can.
The next is the black
The
one.
next one is a trash can.
There should be a white thing in there that's meant to go in the bag. It's just we haven't gotten that far yet.
It's okay. I haven't put it back yet. It's
No, I
my
did
bad.
the same thing. I literally threw something in the box, and then I was like, nope, that's not trash. And then I threw it in the black bag, and nope, that's not trash.
They're starting framing my basement next week.
Say
Nice.
it again.
They're starting to frame my basement next week.
Oh, nice.
So,
So who
Are
are
we-
going to be the basement dwellers?
Are we gonna move there?
all my kiddos,
Yeah, I bet.
Okay.
all my children, all of my
You're like-
children are being
You're like my
relegated
daughter
to the
can sleep
basement.
upstairs. All my boys are basement boys.
There's finally
Well,
room for
like-
the other 13 kids.
So it'll be
Oh, yeah.
it'll be room, bathroom, study, library esque because it doesn't have a window
I
well,
get it.
and then room. So there'll be 3 rooms downstairs and a
Yeah.
full bath, and a giant playroom downstairs. So all the kids are moving downstairs.
So this would be great. In another 7 or 8 years, when you have 7 or 8 more children, your 4 oldest now will be old enough to join, and they'll be playing games with
So
us.
I know we make the jokes about my kids. My wife got tubal ligation. We're
Okay.
done. We're 100% done. And we're like, no,
Yeah,
we're not.
you've
we're not.
gotten
We're
your
not doing
15.
this. We're not doing any more of these.
You have your platoon.
Yeah,
you're
we
set.
have. Yeah, we have enough for a baseball team, and that's
You
all
had
we
the
need.
Dream. You got your baseball team, both sides covered. That's all you need.
You see, the issue, Brian, is you missed a fantastic pun there. You should have said we'd have all of our bases covered.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good job.
See, that's my superpower. I have 20/20 hindsight.
Does that mean you can't be flanked?
I wish.
That's my humor. Punish.
As a reminder, this is September.
Yeah.
Next Friday is October.
Spooktober.
Spooktober.
Or what do we call it? We called it Spooktober and something else.
I'd say Octerror.
Yeah.
Terror is pretty good. What about October?
Oh, that's right.
Is October a good one too?
October's pretty good. Spooktober and October are both
Kind
really
of
good.
sounds tentacly with
Yeah.
Octopus.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Perfect.
Well,
Right
we
up
do
our
have
alley.
something of
Cthulhu.
a fixation with hentai on this channel.
But we're going to be playing. Last year we tried thousands of systems, and that killed our brains.
Really did.
I mean, well, I think we only did like 7.
We did like, but we like planned for like 10, and we all got just sick after sick after sick after
Well,
sick.
it's because we had to one a week, and we each had to create a
2
new
a
character
week.
every week.
Yeah,
well,
it
that-
was.
Well, you know what I
it
mean,
was.
but, yeah.
It was intense, and it was
Yeah.
fun. But we've decided to back down. Not back down.
Back off.
Back off. Man, I can do words. We're doing just 2. We're doing one that we didn't do last year, which was we're doing a Happy
Jack.
Jack's
Yeah.
Fun House, which is
Remind
a
the system,
5th edition.
with the 5th edition system, and it's a one shot that's horror films and stuff like that. And the other system that we all loved and got heart attacks from, Dread.
Yeah.
That's the one with the Jenga tower. And
Yeah. That's the one where we were in the cabin.
yeah, the cabin,
Yeah.
the camp,
At the camp something.
Camp Crystal
Camp
Pepsi or
whatever.
something like that.
Yeah. And didn't I
The
get
Canadian.
Didn't someone kill me by throwing something at my
Yeah,
head?
yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
straight up.
It-
He threw it like he threw a hockey stick at you.
Yeah. That was.
It
Oh
was-
yeah, he impaled me
Yeah,
from a distance. I
yeah,
was like,
it was good.
Oh no, I think Casey, Brian, somebody ran it and it made me draw 2, and I tumbled it, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, no,
man.
no. Like it was fantastic, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it
Are
again.
we gonna have 2 towers, or are we gonna have a central tower and just change the layout a little?
So, I'm playing around with modifying it based on our setup.
Okay.
And also an idea I had to kind of make you guys both work together and against each other.
Oh, I like that.
So,
Yeah, introduce some cool shit. So we
my
can patent
idea
it and make money.
is hopefully you guys will each have your own Jenga tower.
Yeah.
And then we'll see who gets through.
Just because like 3 of the 4 people watching us might want to know, we're gonna do what's considered 5e14, the traditional 5.14.
We're doing 2014, not 2024,
Okay.
because
No, it's
the one shot I have came out before 2024, and they haven't updated it.
So you're not wrong. Technically, campaigns and modules and adventures should be the only things that can port. Nothing else can. So having read the PHB extensively, characters are like from the player's perspective, everything is different. The only things that are different for cross compatibility are DCs. Because everything is basically a DC 15 now.
Okay.
There's no real scaling. You can introduce scaling, but technically, if you just say make a whatever, chances are like athletics aren't opposed. Almost all opposed checks are just DC 15s. Yeah. A lot of people don't like it. It's fine. You're allowed not to like it.
Yeah, I'm allowed to not like it. That's totally fine. I just also don't have 2024 rulebooks. I have all of 2014 rulebooks.
Well, there's only one, and I own it. But
Yeah. So
I'll have to dig out my character again or make a new one.
I think mine is still here.
I think it's level 3, right?
level 3, and I'll give you the stats for it. But
I think I was making a rogue.
yeah, if you're playing, let me know so that I can.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Gunner
I
wants
had
to
a
play.
Barbarian.
Gunner wants to play, and I want to make sure that he
Next
doesn't overlap
Friday?
necessarily. We can do
I
Happy
need to-
Jacks.
Well, I won't be here next Friday.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just curious because you may level up. I think you end at 5, right?
I think so.
So I may have to start at 4 if I'm missing the first session. That's
Yeah.
all.
Not a worry.
What's today? Oh, I gotta do math. What is next Friday?
September something or other. Yeah, next Friday is October 5th.
Because Monday's the
4th.
right. Yeah, because the Monday's the
30th.
7th for streaming. Because it's one day
Monday's
before
the
the release of Vessel of Hatred. Because for my Spooktober, I'm doing Diablo 4.
Oh, okay.
And I'm skipping this Friday because I have a Shire
Yeah.
event that my wife is autocrating, so I have to be there and support.
You sound so disappointed. I have to go
Well,
support my wife.
it's outdoor. It's fun. It's SCA stuff, and anybody who wants to come, you can pay member prices for the day trip, and normally you have to pay extra if you're not a member. But we had somebody in the Shire donate a bunch of money to cover that difference. So now it's the same cost for everybody, regardless of.
Now I'm going to ask a really weird technical question. Is that membership of the Shire itself or membership of SCA?
SCA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd have to go pull out my
There's
number
no
from somewhere.
memberships of a shire. There's just, that's just my home.
Yeah.
And then you're either a member of the SCA or not.
Okay. I technically am.
For
an
for
armorer.
those who have families, there's a cap. So I think it's $20 a person up to 4, and if you bring 18 and they're all family members, you just pay 4
Okay.
because there's a cap.
It's not bad.
You might have to pay like $5 extra per person if you're camping because we have to allocate camping space.
It's understandable.
But that's it. Also, if you just want to show up and be like, hey, you can come in for like an hour as a guest. It's a Box Elder County campground. Box Elder Campground.
Up by
out
Manaway.
Past Manaway, yeah.
It's not nowhere near Box Elder County.
No, I didn't say county. Box Elder Campground.
Oh, I heard county.
I said it. And I
That's
said,
my
no,
bad.
I said it, and I said,
Okay.
nope, that's not correct because that's
Okay.
in the opposite direction.
Funny story about that. So I went down to Fanex yesterday
Yeah.
for the Lord of the Rings stuff. And as we're leaving Manaway, this guy towing a trailer comes on to the downhill freeway, and you could just see the smoke pouring off. I'm like, either he's got a really bad exhaust, or that trailer is on wheels are burning. And I got close and I could smell it, and I'm like, oh, that trailer's brakes are locked. So I'm passing him, and we heard this boom. It actually rattled my car, and I'm like, well, that tire just exploded.
Oh, man.
Well, better the tire is gone than the axle heft.
That's not exact. My radar's gone right now. That's not where I thought that story was coming from. Like he was smoking, and you're like, "Oh yeah, in the back is a trailer. We had his smoker," and I'm like, "Yeah, second breakfast." That's where I was going. I'm like, I'm a fat guy.
Well, I'll tell you what happened when I was growing up. This has happened to some guy with a trailer. I wasn't old enough to drive yet, so
Jesus.
my brother was driving.
1964 it was. Oh, sorry.
No, I think it was 1988. It's before I moved to Illinois.
Back when the Model T was the car.
It was the car. We had this truck. This truck was pulling a trailer, and the trailer started to go like.
Oh,
fist
no.
forward.
Jackknife.
And my brother is
all the weight's on the
driving
back.
we had a Chevy S10, and I could see his like knuckles tight because it's right in front of
yeah.
us.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, the car whipped around, did a 180, and all of a sudden, the trailer flipped off the car. And we saw it flip like 3 times, and bike flew in the opposite direction.
Damn.
And we got that close to the bumper. And I think my brother had to change his pants.
I would too.
Probably.
I got rather nervous, too.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's
That was
inside.
the same camping trip. People were going and walking around checking people's cars, so I locked the truck and I didn't have any pockets, so I threw the keys in the truck and closed the door.
Sounds about right.
And then we were like, then afterwards I was like, how do we get the keys? So we had to get a hold of somebody to get a hold of our parents to get us another set of keys up.
Get you a Slim Jim.
So do you think we'll be done with Cosmic Birthday today, or do you think it'll be next week will be the last session?
Probably next week will be the last session.
Okay.
That works out in my favor.
Next time.
Next time, not next week.
Are we not playing next Friday?
Next Friday's October.
We're starting the October stuff.
Oh.
So this will be.
Well,
put
that's
on
why I
hold.
was like, we'd finish this, because then we would have to turn in all the playtest stuff ASAP, and then start.
Well, I mean, let's
'cause
see how far
I
we
would
can get
really
today.
I would really hate to
We're not getting very.
have a month between.
Oh,
this session
100%.
and the next one.
100%.
That's all I'm saying.
So then let's start.
Yeah,
let's
let's
get
go.
a where
'Cause
we
I'm
were.
saying if I have to miss the next week, then all you miss out is Obo and Martin,
Yeah.
and then I can come and play Jack. So.
So you guys went into an area and encountered some strange skeletal animals that are horses. That I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with in character.
Like what a horse is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how common they are in the universe. I just had that thought now that Galarian is gone. They're like, oh, skeletal horses. And I'm like, I don't know how many horses there are in the pack world.
Yeah, because like
Can't be that many.
I mean, there's always the evolutionary similarities.
Like I
Yeah, but
said-
there's
Parallel
not been
evolution.
enough time between Galarian, Poppin, and horses to evolve into something.
No,
like
no.
space
Parallel evolution.
Oh, right.
Something that's not a horse that still kind of evolves in that direction.
Right.
And
It's
I
the same
assume-
kind of creature there. It evolves the same direction because
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I can't
there's
remember who said it,
hundreds
but
of
someone
single-toe
said
ungulates,
evolution is lazy.
Oh,
is.
evolution is.
Well,
so
that's,
lazy.
I mean, literally crab theory is evolution at its memest. It's like we have evolved independently no less than 6 variations of crabs since the beginning of time. It's like, it's all crabs no matter where you go. So there's probably like horse crabs.
There are. It's called horse crab.
Horseshoe crab, yeah.
The scariest crab I've seen was the coconut crabs.
That thing's terrifying.
Yeah, those things are
Have
terrible.
you not seen a coconut crab?
They're
I'm currently looking at the book. Someone show me a video of a coconut crab.
Google it.
I'm currently looking at the book.
So they climb up coconut trees, crack coconuts open with their claws, drop coconuts from trees, and have occasionally killed humans. They're the size of a garbage can lid,
Yeah,
and
they're
they're
huge.
hairy. They look like tarantula crabs with pinchers the size of this.
Are
It's-
they kind of like a brownish tan?
Yeah, they look like tarantulas.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they're
I've seen that.
giant
Yeah, I've
crabs,
seen those. I've seen
and
those.
they have two
And
really
they're-
long arms
Yeah.
that have pinchers that
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
size of baseball.
Yeah, they're also
The Pokemon
omnivorous.
Kingler is based off of them. Yeah. The big one with a giant.
Yeah, I know. I
freaking
was
claw.
like Krabby.
It's Krabby and the Kingler.
And then you're right.
Then King
Well,
Crab.
well, he's based on a different crab. 'Cause
He's,
there's a crab that has a small claw and a big claw.
Yeah, that's
But
a
y-
fiddler crab.
But yeah, that's what they're based off of. Because coconut crabs aren't sidewinders like king crabby and king. God, words. Coconut crabs are like lobsters. They amble.
Yes.
I'm like, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
They're just disgusting. They're awesome, but they're disgusting. And they kill dogs.
Some strange reason, I also wonder if they taste good.
Probably.
People eat them.
Yeah.
I saw a video on someone prepping one. I'm like,
Do you know what is surprisingly absolutely delicious?
What?
Galapagos tortoises.
That's
7 times they went to Galapagos and tried to bring a tortoise back, and 6 times they ate it on the way back. It was too good not to eat. 3 times Darwin tried, and they were like, nah. They brought 2 back, 2 breeding pairs, and on the Beagle, and Darwin was like, yeah, let's eat them. They're delicious. I'm like, dude, you're a natural selection guy, and you're letting them eat your fucking... No, stop.
That's what natural selection means.
Yeah, right? He's like, I was hungry, and it looked like soup.
it was the Life of Pi that it talks about. Sea turtles are like the greatest survival at sea food there is.
Yeah.
Because the blood is like alkali, so it doesn't have a lot of salt in it, so
Yeah.
you can drink the
Yeah,
blood.
their body reverses the natural salination of the. They have
Yeah.
literally one of the second purest bloodstream, I think, of invertebrates. I don't think a horseshoe crab is an invertebrate, although I think it is.
It
'cause
is.
It has a shell, but it has a copper-based
Yeah.
blood system,
Blood.
and they use it for all sorts of medical stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was him with.
Oh,
It's a bird.
I heard 2. No, I heard 2. Pop, pop, and I heard crackles. It sounded like someone was
Yeah,
throwing off
it was him playing
crackles.
with his dice.
Okay.
I'm just moving these off
No.
so I can have.
It is.
Anyway,
not,
sorry, Brian. You were saying
Nah, it's
we killed something, I think, or we did something awesome.
We destroyed 2 undead horses.
Yeah.
killed 2 undead horses.
And then we got sidetracked with talking about something else.
I did.
Nah,
I
we never
apologize.
did
Parallel
that.
evolution.
Yes.
Crab people.
It's
Well, it was parallel evolution,
yeah.
and it just went that way.
That's not.
As parallel evolution does.
No, parallel evolution goes that way.
That'd be perpendicular evolution.
There we
Yes.
I'm fucking with you now.
go. Let's see. And I forgot who were my searchers again.
Gibson.
Oboe and Gibson, I think, were the searchers.
I thought
And
Fred was a
also-
searcher because he has a wisdom base.
Maybe.
Yeah, you wanted me to search my perceptions in 8.
Mine is I keep
Yeah, I know.
casting HIPAA violation.
Otherwise known as Detect Man. Oh no! Oh, you're right. It's not.
Scan.
It's
What is it, like medical
scan,
scan or
yeah.
something like that?
Oh, it's
I know if everybody
Honestly,
has an
you should
STD.
feedback that and call it HIPAA violation. Yeah.
HIPAA violation.
If they have favorite ringtone, we can have HIPAA violation.
Analyze target is the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, analyze target is the name, and it's basically HIPAA violation.
Well, I rolled well.
I am
for
violating all of HIPAA.
Gibson. So, as you guys peer into the next room over, because there's no, I don't think there's a door. Yeah. Gibson is like,
Works.
It works.
that's a weird series of symbols in a circular pattern that looks like it might do something. Summon something.
Oh, gee.
So,
So should I be looking at this now?
so you guys are looking at a summoning rune trap.
Oh.
So you can bypass it with acrobatics. Or I'm sorry. So it takes an acrobatics check to approach it, and then you can do a trained thievery check to erase the runes, or you can use dispel magic that you're not high enough level to
cast.
Damn.
know. So, good.
What level is the spell magic?
It's 3rd level, so you have to be
It's gonna be 6.
5th.
Fifth? Oh, fifth. You're right.
Yeah, 5th to even cast
And
it.
we only go to 4 in it. Oh,
We
that's-
go to
yeah.
4 in this.
Is there like, are we supposed to be able to afford like a level 3 ampule or some bullshit?
So
Which has got it's got to be more expensive than heavy armor. A level 3 spell ampule.
I don't know, but heavy armor is around 200, and I was looking. I'm like, is it worth it to buy it? Not the 200 one.
It's worth it if you are a ironically a low dexterity soldier, because if you have high strength, high con, and then you get because it's +1 armor and bulwark,
Yeah.
and then a Vesk with armor gets to add 4 instead of 3, so it's like you have a fucking 18 in both strength and con.
Did I misunderstand something for the Vesk?
So if you have armor ace, all armor has bulwark. Period. And if it has
Oh my
bulwark
gosh.
natively, it adds 4 instead of 3.
What
Our
does
operative
bulwark
doesn't
do?
have thievery.
Anytime you have to make a reflex save against damage,
Yeah,
you get a +3 or
to your
4
reflex instead
to
of
your
0.
reflex. So you can play a low reflex character.
Oh,
With
I mean that
bulwark.
would be stupid.
Though.
No, that would make my reflex a 12.
No, you don't get to add your dex modifier.
Oh,
Because
You get the
heavy armor
+3.
limits it, and then bulwark is just here's an extra +3, even though it's set to 0, and it's only for AOE's. It's not for any other
Yeah.
weird thing.
that is super. I'm already confused.
It's
I'm
really
sorry.
strong. So
Well,
if you have a high dex like Obadiah, it's not worth it.
unless Starfinder changed something, the dex cap for armor only affects AC. You can still be a high dex character in heavy armor and have a high reflex save. It doesn't do that.
Right. But bulwark doesn't stack.
Doesn't
if you,
stack.
it's
Right.
the higher of the
It's-
two. Right.
Oh,
Usually you want one or
it
the
uses
other.
either your stat
or
or
3 or 4 depending. on...
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking. I was missing out like on a +1 AC somewhere.
Well, if in heavy armor, it's like in 5th edition, it has a +1 higher AC.
If you have bulwark,
No, heavy armor has a higher base. It's 5 and 1, so it has a base of 6.
okay.
Other than that, it's 3 and 2, or 2 and 3, or
Okay.
4 and 1, or 5 and 0, or
Yeah.
1 and 4.
Yeah.
So it has a base +1 AC higher than the typical armor. Bulwark just means you can do only you can have no strength and no dex as a armored soldier, and just use con. So you could be con and int based if you wanted to, or con and charisma. It makes intimidation super prevalent right out of the gate. 'Cause
Also,
you don't need strength or dex.
It also makes the area effect one a lot better because that's not
Well,
against.
that's based off your DC. Yeah,
That's your
And
DC.
yeah.
Someone was talking about like they're like soldiers aren't a marshal.
Well,
I was like, that's a weird
This
statement.
is the conversation we had.
Yeah.
Because they can use advanced weapons, and nobody in the game can. without penalty because it's based off their DC. They don't have to worry about the non-proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
So it's really good. If you can afford it, it's great. And by level 5, you're like, cool, I have an advanced weapon area or burst, whatever, and it's just based 19 or 20, whatever your DC is, because you only give a shit about con. So it hyper... it's really good for new players, but it hyper metas a build.
Though there is a danger because high reflex enemies are fairly common.
Yeah.
And putting everything into area fire.
Like that's what I
Correct.
figured out when my laser heavy weapon specialist.
So I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
but
you're good. You're good.
That exact reason is why it's baked into the base class of soldier. Because now, even more so than in first edition and second edition Pathfinder, enemies have a high reflex save.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to mitigate that. So all soldiers immediately out of the gate are viable at area fire and the other one I can't auto fire.
Yeah.
And they're the only ones who are that way for a long time because it's based off their class DC. They're the only class that can do that based off their class DC. Everybody else, it has to be, whatever it is, plus 10. I can't remember. But soldiers are the only ones that it's based off their class DC.
Okay.
Range DC, whatever. It's range plus whatever. So they yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're in a room.
I have
Casey
thievery.
violates everybody's HIPAA.
Gibson finds a
Okay, and we don't have any
magical
thievery,
summoning
I have
trap.
thievery.
but not acrobatics.
I have acrobatics and thievery. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, it's all you. I have acrobatics, but no thievery on either of my guys.
I got thievery and no acrobatics.
Awesome.
I have acrobatics, no thievery.
Awesome.
Okay, so I have to make an acrobatics check and then a thievery check.
Yep.
How does aid work again?
So DC 15 plus 1 or plus 2, I think,
Yeah.
based on the result.
So if they correctly succeed their aid, you'll get a +2.
Okay, and how many people can aid?
As many as you want, but it's the same circumstance bonus, so only the highest counts.
Yeah. And if somebody
Except
fails,
for in the
ruin it.
case of someone correctly failing and incurring a penalty, then they'll take away from someone else's bonus.
So DC 25 is crit success.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to have Nebulo try to aid the acrobatics of Gibson.
Okay. I was like, do you want Martineau to, or I'm sorry, you want
So-
because Obo can just throw
That's
you
a
over.
crit success. He
Oh,
rolled a
nice.
natural 20.
Oh,
So total 29.
so you'll get +2 to your
'Kay.
roll.
So this is to my acrobatics. And nobody can help with thievery because nobody's got thievery, right?
We
I
can
have
all
thievery.
help.
Oh, you have thievery.
Anybody can help. There's no, you don't have to be
I
trained.
thought you had to be trained.
No, you just can only.
You
like,
have to be
it's low
trained
chance.
to
Do the action.
do
Yeah.
the disarm
That's
action.
just so super confusing.
It depends on the trap and
Yeah.
circumstance. Some skills and things you can do are gated by proficiency. Others are just roll a number. And one will be impossible at higher levels because you can't reach those numbers. And the other will be just, oh, I didn't advance the skill enough to do it.
21 acrobatics.
Alright, you make it.
Okay. Anybody who wants to aid me, that's totally fine.
Give them some helpful
Well, we'd have to do
advice.
the acrobatics to get up there to aid.
Would you have to?
No, because like
I just shout out,
aid-
there's a red wire and there's a blue wire. Which
Okay.
one do I got?
There's aid is very nebulous, so
Yeah.
Nebula's like,
oh.
nebulous, I know what that is.
I have
Exactly.
a 40% chance to aid, so I'll at least attempt
'Kay.
it. And I do. 17 total. That's a +1.
I got a 25.
That's a +2.
That's a +2.
There you go.
Hero point. Hero freaking point.
real quick on the hero point.
Sorry.
What was the total?
The total would have been 12.
12. Okay, yeah, that would have been a critical failure.
A what?
Critical failure.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah. It's just important for you to know because, as I recall from the disarm rules, you only trigger it on a critical failure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I
If it
don't
was a
want
normal failure, don't use your hero point.
yeah.
That just seems super confusing.
Well, only if some traps have like time sent, like you have 5 checks because it's going to explode or something like that's
Okay.
why he's yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Another 21
21
thievery.
will fail. So you don't
Yeah,
set
so-
off.
12 would
But
have
you
been
can
critical, so
try
22 is the base.
Oh, we need 8 again, correct?
Yep. You guys can do more 8 checks.
I'm going to set this off.
What did you roll for the?
I rolled a 12.
Okay, so you need to roll 13 or higher.
13.
Or a 15 or higher without the aid.
Yeah.
Oof. And we don't know what it does if it goes off.
It summons a creature.
It's a summoning circle.
Oh,
You don't know what's going to come out.
We don't know what creature's coming out, but we know it's going to summon something.
that's cool. Maybe it'll summon one of Bob's wives.
Okay.
Definitely be a creature then.
We've all played that point of Baldur's Gate 3. Not one?
No.
No, it's a 12.
It's a 12 again.
Ah,
So it does not matter.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just what's the 12? What's your modifier?
7.
So you can't roll a 5 or less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can roll a...
You can roll 6.
I
Because
c-
12
yeah,
is
yeah,
a critical failure.
Yeah, 12 would be a critical failure.
So you need a 6 or higher to not have it blow up in our face.
Okay.
At least.
At least. Yeah.
Fred, one more time?
Yeah.
Like, that's not working.
I went to roll a dice and it fell out of my hand, but I didn't
Thankfully,
heal it,
that
I
is
didn't heal it.
cocked. Thankfully, that is legitimately cocked. I was peeing myself over here.
That is not.
Nope, that's not. It goes off.
Yay!
4th try.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obo's
what
gonna.
did you get total?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
There's like there.
That's
Even
why
if you
I was
ate it,
asking.
there's no way out of that.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
'Cause I
That's
didn't
okay.
know. He just said it went off, and I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
no.
Let's be fair. Where's the machine? Right here.
Me.
Oh, that's right.
I assume it's over there, yeah?
I'm just so happy that they put an arcane circle in here. And then the only way to disarm it is with a spell that is far too high for me
So
or thievery.
I made a comment because I was kind of angry about. I made some comments on the feedback, and I was like, "Hey, I really don't like how the 10 plus and encounter building negatively impact everything. No matter what, you're almost always going to be crit by the end boss due to mechanics because it's going to be 3 or higher usually. And that's a big deal. There's a huge exponential increase in to hit through that, especially if they're doing the level plus. That's a plus 3.
Yeah, so it's no encounter should be higher than AP plus 4. Average encounter should be AP minus 1. Hard like
Is that a mecha?
level encounter should be AP plus 2. And the plus is the swing. So an AP 4 means that you need to roll a 14 to equal a 10. And they need to roll a 6 to equal a 10.
Yeah.
Which is where it's the AP plus 2 and the AP plus 3 and 4 are where people get this kind of distorted sense of criticals. And it's people who play low armor class characters or like the original barbarians who had an additional negative when they raged made it more prone to critting, and people hated that. But by the balance, and this is where you and I disagree on certain fundamentals, is this it swings both ways. With the exception of specifically AP4s, because they have a 2 AC higher than even an AP3 and an AP2. Well, it's 3 or 4 higher than AP2, but yeah, it's rough.
just in my anecdotal experience, and that's the issue. It's anecdotal experience. I have seen more crits against me than against the creature that we're fighting.
That has
every
been
time.
our experience. It's like we play every Sunday, and we almost every last Sunday we played. We all got a crit.
Okay. Because like even when I play on not just our Bloodlords campaign. By the way, the Bloodlords campaign is the only one that I'm thoroughly enjoying. I've not had a lot of issues yet. I'm playing a bunch of other ones, and I was playing a sword and board, and I hated him because he just was not hitting. And then I'm playing a swashbuckler.
Playing a fighter and you're not
Yeah,
hitting?
not hitting anything.
Are you like rolling sub 10s always?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yes.
And that's not indicative of the class.
Correct. Correct.
Your dice hate you.
Yes. Yes.
Because fighters and gunslingers have the highest 2
I
hit
had
modifiers.
the same experience with my sprite fighter in Fall of Plaguestone. Just
Oh, yeah.
key fight, couldn't roll over an 8,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, well, glad I'm playing the most accurate class in the game.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh-huh. That was sad.
That's why I don't I get map, and the only character I'll play a map character on is a ranger, because I'm so like when Bathory crit, he deleted whatever he crit because he had 4 attacks because he had double slice and
Twin takedown.
say again.
Twin takedown.
That's it. So he would get 4 attacks, 2 at highest and then 2 at lowest.
Oh my gosh.
And it was agile and hunt prey and 2-weapon flurry, whatever fighting style. So instead of -10, he was only -6.
That's not bad.
Yeah. He was
I'll also say part of it is level issue.
Yeah.
That low levels, you feel those crits
more.
Uh-huh.
depending on your class. Because if you're like one of the classic frontline marshals, you have the hit points to take. Like a crit is still huge, but you can take a couple of them. And what that does is it keeps the danger high in a single boss fight. And that's hard
Yeah.
to do because like we said with I said afterwards with the vampire, like you were like, oh my gosh, she's hitting me so hard, and I'm like, I don't even remember if I brought you Gibson to unconsciousness
Twice.
twice. Okay, so
Through
You were
crits.
you were like, oh, this is so good, this is so bad. And I'm like, I was fighting 6 of you and I got 1 of you down.
Yeah, but like, what's the
And
thought
from
process of like,
that-
if you had targeted someone else, if you targeted him, like if like that's my
And-
issue. Like, it's
It's yeah.
what if it just
like-
goes, oh hey, I'm fine, I've got the
Well, I
marshal
mean,
here.
You had
Drop
me
that thing.
really close to going down in 1 hit.
Yeah, and it's why I say that Pathfinder Second Edition is basically made for the GM's side more.
Yeah.
It's you guys get to have some fun and goof around, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna bring a threat, and when I say it's a threat, it's gonna be a threat type of thing. It's really hard to cheese fights in the game or to match the intensity of someone that is supposed to be stronger than you, and that's what the balance that they tout so much is there for.
I'll tell you, compared to 5th edition, the action economy and the combat balance is incredibly better.
Yeah. Like for me, Starfinder was the closest to making like a single higher CR enemy work against multiple lower ones. Like that extra bit of AC that they had that made them harder to hit compared to Mooks. Made the fights drag on and gave that higher CR enemy time to actually hit and start bringing people down. Higher levels it didn't work though, because there's you just need more damage on the field to really put to actually put players in danger. But what I liked about Starfinder First Edition was that I felt like I was in danger, even if I wasn't.
And like legitimately, there was like if anybody got a slow off on you, the entire combat's garbage.
Yeah. And that is also true for that people have said, like, your caster casts slow on the enemy, and they were like, oh, well, the fun fight just turned into boredom because now it only has 2 actions, can't do anything. And we're going to kill it before it recovers from the slow. And, like, there's a lot of chance, a lot of dice rolls to make all these experiences. And, like, don't have to like it, to be honest. But that's the reasoning behind it. Is that, and why generally in the system we chain players down so much is because we've given them tools to succeed, but we don't want to give you too many tools. And
One of the main problems I had with like first edition Pathfinder was the combat, especially at higher level, took forever.
Because it was melee based, usually.
Well, that's the point of the 3-action system. They moved away from the standard because you had classes who had 6 attacks, and they could do it twice. And then you had 4 people doing that because that's the meta, and it's taking 20 minutes a round, and that's very, very common.
20 minutes a turn.
Well, that's what I said.
what a
20 minutes
round is.
Yeah.
But it was like they would like he would roll 16 attacks, and I go like, okay, I do my attack. And
I can say that Paizo specifically looked at what WotC did and made decisions to go against the grain, which is why healing in combat in Pathfinder is so
Prevalent.
viable, and it's not supposed to be viable in 5th edition at all. Like, it's so not even like, you can heal in combat in 5th edition, sure, Word of Prayer or whatever, but it's such a resource suck that it's almost 90% of the time better to just do something else, attack or cast Sphere Guardians or whatever.
I have a Cleric of the Grave.
Correct.
I know.
And so Paizo looked at because Paizo helped with the next playtest, and they also helped with not the 24, but they did the whole OGL and the Orc system, so they kind of had an idea, Black Flag, whatever, to kind of root it. Like, okay, this is going to be different, so we know not to do this X, Y, and Z. And that's what they did. They said, okay, well, this is what 5th edition does. And by 5th edition, I mean WotC, because there are homebrewers out there who have made better variations of the 5th edition system. And they go, well, we want, if we have 3 actions, that's great. You can get up to 4, I think, with haste, and you can get, but it has to be very specific. They like that. Anything they didn't like, they changed. And I like that you have 3 actions. And the thing that most people, especially in Pathfinder 2nd edition, Starfinder 2nd edition, are forgetting is the value of assurance. Like, people, I have nothing fun to do. Take assurance in athletics. Because if you attack and you miss and then you do other things, and then you have assurance, you don't have to worry about your map.
Why would?
Because assurance is you don't add penalties or bonuses. You just use your level plus your modifier plus 10.
See, that's not how it was explained to me. That is
Well,
assurance
then
is.
you need to read the book.
I read it and it didn't make sense. So
Then
I
you don't
asked someone.
understand.
Yeah, like I asked someone because like it doesn't make sense to me. Like I look at it and go, that that words on the paper don't make sense.
Yeah.
And then people explain it poorly.
So I have a plus 10 in acrobatics. All right. Let's say I'm trying to escape. That's an
Correct.
action. If I have assurance in acrobatics, my minimum is 20. I can just take that.
But
Well,
no,
not
assurance
exact-
takes care of like takes away like half your bonuses.
No, it's your level. Oh no, it's 17 is what it would be.
Okay.
It's 10 plus your proficiency, so it doesn't care
Correct.
about your
Well, that's what I meant, level and
ability
profi- yeah.
modifier. It doesn't care modifiers,
I-
penalties.
correct.
And it doesn't care about
so
map.
I did the
Doesn't
math.
care about
Instead of
map.
20, I meant 17.
See, that should be
but
expressly
17
stated.
is really, if you're at minus 10, 17 is a much higher number than you would most likely roll,
Yeah.
is my point. And that's
Okay.
the value of assurance. And it's great when you have a high enough insurance and intimidation at a high enough level, because you can scare to death with assurance and just, you're dead. I know what your fortitude DC is, you're dead. Or will see, whatever it is.
You can scare to death.
So
Yeah,
at level
it's a
15, you get a
high
feat called
level-
Scare to Death that when I demoralize you, if you critically fail, you die.
Oh,
Or something like that, but yeah.
Issue with assurance is that it's usually better against.
Fred, is there another one of those in there?
There's a bunch of them.
May I have another one, please?
Please take as many as you want.
Issue with assurance is that it doesn't work on the enemy stronger than
Thank
you
you.
most
Right.
of the time.
AP2 or 4
and-
has a much higher chance to succeed.
Because, like, when I was first building my bards for Extinction Curse, the Enigma bard is all about gaining knowledge, and one of the things I could get is, like, automatic knowledge, so that they would use my assurance to do a knowledge check about an enemy without just automatically without taking an action.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, well that sounds really cool, but it's fairly feat intensive because I had to have assurance in different. I couldn't do
You have to have it in religion, nature,
Yeah.
the recall
for
knowledge ones.
some reason I couldn't remember. It wouldn't work on assurance bardic lore. But I can't remember why or if that was a thing. But I have to take all these feats, and I was like, well, is it going to be worth it? And I started looking at enemies I might fight, and I go, I won't know what this is. This is this. I was like, it only worked on enemies
half the
weaker than
enemies,
me.
yeah.
And I was like, no, it's cool. However, medicine, I don't trust my dice with medicine at
Yeah.
all. I'm always surprised when it works. And when I roll the dice, because of that, but I do assurance medicine, and I'm like,
Well, because you're
as
guaranteed to
early as
succeed at level
level
5.
2
Yeah.
with assurance, I succeed on checks.
I'm going to make a statement, and it's probably going to get me vilified. But it
It's
feels
fine.
like Pathfinder 2nd Edition moved away from combat to more engagement. In like it
We're not gonna
feels
vilify it.
it feels a little more like Call of Cthulhu-esque, where you can't defeat that thing. You just got to investigate about it enough that you can learn how to get away from that thing.
Like, part of it is the goal to try and get away from doing nothing but attack actions on your turn.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is hard with people like Casey, who's just like, but I got a really big sword and I love swinging it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't fault Casey for that. I'm like, it's a really good feeling when it finally connects.
So
Roll
as
20, roll higher.
Yeah, the thing I wanted
Yeah,
to bring
no
up
kidding.
that Fred also addressed is the reason that we do have the AP2, AP3, AP4 is so we don't have 20-minute rounds where, so if we do all AP zeros and there's 6 of us, we have to have 8 enemies to be AP 0.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was, so now you have 6 versus 8 instead of 6 versus 1, like the vampire fight. And that, granted, AP4 sucks because they're going to crit 15% more. And when because they are AP4, they have about 5 to 6 extra damage, which is doubled. So that right there is just wiping out everybody's hit points. The other problem, my only problem with damage in Pathfinder 2nd Edition Starfinder is racial hit points. So the Yoski have 2 or 4,
Yeah.
and the Vesk have 10.
Yeah.
And I get it, but it shouldn't be the hit
It shouldn't
points
be
should
so
yeah,
metronomic.
so like Vesk should have like 1 less feature, and they should all have 6 or 8 hit points or whatever, or just double the. I think do away with racial hit points because they only added once. Do away with that and just double your class hit points at level 1, because then everybody has a little bit extra survivability. Soldiers and barbarians have more, as they fucking should, and then it doesn't matter if I'm a Yoski barbarian or a Vesk barbarian, my hit point shouldn't be 8-point difference. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I want to make a statement and then we can go back. So I was trying to look how to level this character up.
This is great if we don't finish it. This is what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
we're play testing and talking about mechanics.
Something I had extreme difficulty with is I went to look at the feats and toughness. I'm like, toughness, raw. Looking at the statement of toughness just says, add your level. It doesn't say add level every time you level out a thing.
It does.
No, it does not.
So when you take this feat, you add your level to when you take this feat, and then you take. Nope. Listen, I'll look.
I've got it right here.
I'll look it up right now.
No, I got it right
if
here.
it's different in Starfinder, I won't be upset because I have it on Martineau, and I was like, no.
No. The thing is, and I was like, this doesn't make sense. Where's the rule for it? And they're like, you have to go to the leveling up section in the very beginning of the book where it says you recalculate everything every single level.
That doesn't make any sense.
It didn't, and I was like, so why do I have to go to the beginning of the book to get clarification on the feat?
Level 1.
And I was like, that does not make sense. And they're like, well, you got to go to here. I'm like, well, if I've played enough games, look. Because for Pathfinder,
So if that's what it does, then that does upset me because that's what Wizard of the Coast just did with 24, and it's bullshit. Because they changed the wording out of a lot of things. Like in 14, there was no rule that you can only cast one leveled spell. The raw was you can cast however many leveled spells you have actions that enable you to do so, which is why Action Surge was such a good multi-class dip for wizards. 2 fireballs, you're good to go.
Or this is player core 2.
Yeah, I need one.
Got it.
But the new 24 states that you can only cast one level spell in a turn period.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why isn't it in here? And I was like,
Okay, toughness is your body can withstand more punishment than most before succumbing. Increase your maximum hit points by your level. You reduce the DC of recovery checks by 1.
So,
That's all it says?
That's all it
That's
says.
all it
Wow,
says.
you're right.
As raw, and I was looking at it, I was like,
Well,
that does not make sense.
So toughness originally in actual Pathfinder 2nd edition before the remaster says, and then you increase it by 1 every level.
yeah, and that's what I was looking for. Like,
So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It is not intuitive, and that's stupid, and I hate that. You're correct.
Yeah, no, because it should say, and then 1 per level.
Well, he's right in that if you go by verbiage, it should every time you recalculate. But that makes 0 sense because I'm not going to go back and recheck.
I'm not going to go to the first where it says leveling up because
Well, what happens
in Pathfinder 2nd edition, like every other session, I'm going to go, oh, let me see what
Yeah.
the level up. But like Pathfinder is like, this is what you get every
so
single
here's the
level
thing.
kind of thing.
What annoys me is then by raw, if like you get not that it exists, but like a polymorph, true polymorph, whatever, and you go from being a Yoski to a dwarf. I'm saying Yoski wrong, aren't I?
Isoki.
Yosoki, thank you.
I wasn't going to correct you.
So by raw, currently, as I understand it, you don't gain the 6 extra hit points until you level up. Because
that sounds
you
accurate.
That's
That's
what
a
you're saying.
valid statement.
Yeah, and I hate that. I don't think it exists, but if it did, which
Yeah.
it should, because true resurrection or whatever could change your species.
Well, not true
Well, you know what I mean.
reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
Yeah,
thank you.
Reincarnation.
But by raw, by that reading, you wouldn't get it until you leveled up.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a really weird.
No, it's out. It shouldn't. It does. I mean, granted, yeah, it's like fucking 2 sentences, but use the space. Come on, Paizo, you're better than this.
Well,
Debatable.
we're rolling initiative now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Black is Nebula.
What was it again? What popped up at us?
You
Some
see
alien
a
thing.
little, bird-like creature.
Is anybody doing the exploration searchy thingy?
Yeah.
Scout.
Scout. We'll have her do it because Susie, Julia wouldn't care. Oh Christ! I rolled poor on both of them.
It's okay.
All right. So Darvis got a 17.
Ooh.
Jesus, nice.
Yeah.
Martineau
Not
got a
really.
13 and Obo got a 12.
so do we add 1?
Yes.
25.
Yeah,
Nebula got a 16,
nice.
while Gibson got a 12.
Nice. Yeah, I rolled a 5 and a 6.
So did I.
Jesus.
So mine would have been an 18 if it makes any difference.
Bob, you look on the horror, you recognize this. This is Ex-wife 37.
Oh,
Beatrice the cockatrice.
Ah, that's
No. You ever
good.
seen Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
Experiment 1,
Yeah.
Experiment 666. Those are all his ex-wives. Brian just rolls the dice. Experiment 387. No,
Experiment
not the purple one.
625.
And Bob, you're up first.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is Bob was a D-class personnel for SCP, and they
Well,
just married him to everything.
What are you doing? Okay. Well, I thought it was centered on.
No, he drops it
Oh, you drop it. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it drop on his turn or his turn is initiative?
It drops as soon as we roll initiative. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of.
That's the trigger.
Yeah, that's good, right?
It's good, but kind of cheesy at the same time.
Not really.
Yeah, but that's part of the core.
It's part of
That's
the
just-
Witch Warper
yeah.
precog.
That
Yeah.
depends on which reality he's pulling it from.
Yeah.
Cheese dimension. It's so slow.
Well, see, it slows the enemy down,
Yeah, and it speeds us
and
up.
it speeds us up. Which
Just like
Obadiah
cheese does.
Machismo.
I will shoot it.
God,
Do I have a?
That just reminds me of that ancient pizza commercial.
The Noid?
No, it wasn't the Noid. I don't remember who it was. But they're like, we use real cheese on our pizza, unlike our competitors.
Oh, is that Pizza Hut?
It might have been
I think it is
Pizza
because
Hut.
they're talking like we. Yeah, the
I thought it was
And
real-
it's
I thought
like
it was real
they-
cheese.
unlike our competitors. Yeah.
Their competitors, they have their competitors
With-
flip up a can, go,
Yeah.
and then it just
I
starts
remember
bouncing.
That. I remember that. Yeah.
And they're,
You said
the
ancient.
funny thing is, there's one dude that's like, "What is that?" And another guy that's just like, "It's cheese."
That's cheese.
19 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh yeah. What do you hit with the spell? What are you hitting him with?
Laser rifle.
Nice. Yeah, we were in combat, so we still have everything drawn.
So that is 4 points of fire
Yeah,
damage.
we're literally at the point where it's like something bad's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Julia's
Weapons
like,
are out.
Obo has a two-handed gun. She can never not have it out. I was like, that's fair.
You can have a sling.
Then I'll cast Ricochet.
The spell attacks are.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, technically mine's a two-handed gun.
I have a two-handed fist.
Page 231. How much damage will that do?
I have a two-fisted hand. Whoa! so
let
does
me
Bob.
go
That's why they're
up.
X-Wives.
That's 19 on the dice.
Good night.
So minus 5,
So
14 plus
14
9,
plus
23.
Your spell attack modifier.
I think it's still 8.
So it'd be 3d4 damage at your level.
Woo!
Or, yeah, 3d4.
Does
5.
Sorry, continue. Does demoralize have map?
Nope.
That's why it's a great
No,
third action.
but it.
It's language dependent.
It can be.
It can be. It usually is. But the other thing is, once you demoralize an enemy, you can't demoralize the same enemy again for 10 minutes.
Okay.
They get a little breather where you're like, no, he
Is
can't
that
be serious.
The creature cannot be demoralized, or is I cannot
You
try
cannot.
to?
You
So
can't
even if
do
they,
it again.
even if you fail the check, you
They
can't
do it again. Yeah, that's totally fine.
They're like, you're not scary, unless you have a feat that allows you to do it. And there are some like you can do it on a failure. You could just redo it again, basically use a reaction.
I think you can retry a demoralize. I think the immunity is only on the successful one. I'll have to look again.
See, now I feel like I've built the wrong character, and it just pisses me off.
Well,
No, it's even on a fail. If you succeed against my demoralize, it's 10 minutes regardless. And even if I fail to demoralize, it's 10 minutes. I know because Obadiah has menacing snarl and intimidate, and Martineau is an intimidate build. Demoralize is the one thing I built him to do, and I haven't had fucking undead.
yep.
I was like, thanks for letting me know that I can't do this.
Yeah.
So Obadiah with
Okay, yeah.
menacing snarl, if she successfully once per day If she successfully, or it might be 1 per hour, I can't remember. But if she successfully demoralizes and they get a frightened condition, she can snarl as a free action, and it goes up by 1, so frighten 2.
Oh, okay.
So she's just, oh shit. She Godzilla's him.
And yeah, I looked her.
I'm still
quick
waiting to figure out how to
I
make things
think
bleed.
the best thing I heard is the Han Solo Chewbacca thing, where it's like, so
Oh,
Han Solo
the Ripper.
was the one that intimidated
Yeah.
C-3PO, but he used Chewbacca's intimidating presence to add to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see your point. Let the Wookiee win. The intimidate was performed by Han Solo.
Do you want to rip your arms off?
It's not wise to upset a Wookiee. But no one worries about upsetting a droid. That's because droids don't rip your
Gibson,
arms out of
29
socket when
to
they
get you.
lose.
Sure.
Wookiees are known to do that.
Okay.
Not a crit, though.
Okay.
Because I assume I didn't start my turn with my shield raised. Because I was
Why?
fusing the... I was doing the thievery
Oh,
check.
you were doing
Oh,
the
yeah,
thievery check. That's fair.
Well, that didn't have any D8s.
I'm gonna. Can I ask a question? How much it... What it rolled to get to the 29?
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
Okay.
Ugh,
So
yeah.
this is a AP plus 1.
Okay.
So you take 4 piercing damage
And you're dead. No.
and give me a fortitude save.
That's what it feels like
poison.
sometimes. Hold on. I gotta do math. I take 4 points of damage.
yeah, 4 piercing.
48. And I make a fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
That's not adding 10 to what my...
No, you roll the die and add the modifier.
I can do math. 27.
Nice.
27 succeeds.
I hope so. Holy freaking
like-
crap, do I hope so.
You sort of begin to understand why Bob and Beatrice got together as you slowly start to harden, but fight off.
Oh no! Don't say that! Oh! God.
Woof.
Oh my gosh. And I just spent the entire day in Discord with a very immature Marine that those are the jokes he likes.
I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible.
Mhm.
Is there a mature Marine?
Yeah,
there's a
my
couple.
other buddy Will is a very mature Marine.
Does that mean he eats his crayons with a fork and knife?
Yes.
I can only straight face that for so long. Oh man.
That needs to be a clip. And I've got to send that to Will too.
22.
Is something beeping?
22 will hit.
Okay.
Quite possibly outside.
Okay.
So 4 more damage and give me another.
Okay, give me a second. I have to write this down, otherwise I will forget it.
Yep, that's fine.
Another fort save.
Yep.
23.
Yep, you're okay. And let's see, it's done. So, Darvis.
What day is it? 27?
Question, Casey. Your aura, is that called suppressing fire, or is it just a minus? Like, my question is, what type of reduction, status, circumstance?
You know, I forgot to print that off.
Um,
So I'm not.
Did you just paper cut your nose?
No! One of the spices from that went up my nose instead of down my throat. My nose is on fire.
I was like, well, we were talking about crayons
Oh.
not too long ago.
Ow.
I was worried.
Oh, it's not going away.
That is what she said.
Let's see.
Oh.
Precog warp. Quantum field. It's a
It's the quantum
status
field.
penalty.
his is?
Yeah.
Alright, so it doesn't stack with suppressing. So, suppressing fire is suppressing is also status.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense because if everybody can suppress, then you have no land speed. So
Okay. Let's see. Where am I?
You're
I mean, you could be wherever you want, but you're kind of
here
Alright,
in the
I
back.
know that's
We're keeping your
probably what-
squishiness in the back. How much hit points do you have?
23.
Oh, I've only got like. Oh, I've got 35 now.
Oh,
you're right, yeah.
man.
Huh. You know, I think I'm gonna do that.
I
To
have
this
the
thing.
highest there is.
What is it to identify
What
this?
do you have? 40.
I have
Start with
52.
Nature.
With
Oh,
the
yeah.
exception of having toughness,
Yeah.
I have
Okay, I'm
the
not gonna
highest
make
there
that.
is.
4 con. Yeah. She only has 3.
And that's understandable.
Yeah. Well, it's because I wanted to have a high dex.
I should have
Some of
dropped his
these
dex
things are
down for
useless.
4 strength.
What am I looking for? Oh. It should be the very last page.
Well, that's the mitigating factor. Is, if you want to do
Okay.
primary target, you have to have dex because it's range based.
All right. So, I want it to give me a will save.
Sure.
That
The
would have given
DC
me
is
an
19.
extra point of damage and an extra point to attack. Because all my attacks are strength based.
Oh yeah, nice.
Alright,
'Cause I'm a
that's
pugilist.
failure.
Okay.
Crit fail? Fantastic.
No.
No, just a failure.
Just a fail. This is just a pass fail.
Okay.
There's nothing positive if you critically pass. There's nothing inherently worse if you critically fail.
So while he's talking about that,
So,
had a game on Tuesday.
that cockatrice is filled with joy at seeing its ex-husband again because she really loves him, and so she can't take any action, any hostile actions next turn
He walks up,
Okay.
crits it.
because she is just so happy to see Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
126 points of damage in a single hit.
So 63 times 2. That's sexy.
It was gross, and it was still alive after
Yeah.
that.
You playing
So,
the
yeah.
Grave Cleric?
Cleric at the grave.
That's my favorite cleric.
You
Other
know
than
anything
Forge.
for a third?
But I love playing dwarves.
You know what? I'll shoot it with my crossbolter because
I thought about doing for the
Sure.
Jack.
I
Lasher,
can.
I thought about doing a Pharasma. Not it wouldn't be Pharasma, but basically.
oh
Pharasma
yeah,
with Grave
that's a
Cleric.
total of 9. So
Her background is the
No.
astral wanderer. Where they get
That's-
lost in
Love
the
protects
for
it.
like 100
Yep.
years.
yep.
Alright. So,
What happened?
Bob, there's some spell casting, and all of a sudden, all the memories of your wonderful time together fill Beatrice. She just looks at you so lovingly. She could never hurt anyone, because
It was such a happy time.
I mean,
these are your friends.
This is the one ex-wife you don't have to pay alimony on.
Hey guys, she's probably gonna be
Okay.
dead here.
By the
if
way,
you have to pay
the
alimony
spell
on
I
30,
cast was called Vibe Check,
yeah, yeah,
and I filled the target with joy.
good for you.
October of this month. End of October, I will have a year subscription through Prime.
Nice.
Nebulo.
Nebulo is gonna aim and shoot at that thingy.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's an
No, you can move and aim as one.
yeah, I know, but it's an area attack
Yep.
that goes against his class DC.
Yeah.
No, it's different for operatives.
Okay,
So it's
isn't area
it's-
always?
No, yeah, it's 10 plus their attack modifier.
So 19.
I think so. It might be the same as their DC, but
It's
Let
not.
me see.
change.
Always make sure with new
Because they
stuff.
have expert guns.
yeah. So soldiers with a 1 dexterity can have a high class DC because it's based off con.
Yeah.
And other classes have to do the base usual like 10 plus whatever for area fire. I could read what area fire is, unless this is specific.
No, it's your class DC plus the tracking value of the weapon.
No tracking
he has
value.
to have one.
Okay.
So it's his class DC.
17.
I like the 19 better.
Oh,
So
well,
do I.
there's a crit success. Love protects.
Yeah, I guess it does. That's fine. It's not an issue. That's his turn.
'Kay.
Because that's one action and 2 actions.
And next would be Martino.
All right.
How many spells do I have at 3rd level, 2nd rank?
I'll look for you.
2. We'd have 2 second rank spells.
Okay, let's get him. They have attack opportunity?
Nope.
I can't not move past a square. And let's punch him. Well, by punch I mean shield bash.
Mm-hmm.
25 off guard.
No, that will crit.
Woohoo, baby!
Love stop protecting, apparently.
Okay, so everybody gets +1 damage.
She's completely distracted by Fred right now. So he got around out of her line of sight.
She's thinking of Fred's ankles.
Yeah, -1 AC and reflex save.
Okay.
+1 damage rolls.
Oh,
And I get to add 3.
it's homecoming game.
That explains it.
Ooh, nice.
I am hearing
So,
fireworks.
Uh-huh.
5 plus 6,
We've been hearing
11,
them all
22.
night.
I just didn't know
20?
if there were fireworks or other things.
I'm way back here. I can't hear anything.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yeah, I can hear it.
What?
We were talking about the fireworks
Oh.
outside.
Oh, that's right. They sent a message that they were doing bombs.
I was going
That was different.
Oh, well, that was home.
That was down south.
Oh, you're right. Oh, it was Green Canyon. Who
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
us that. Yeah. Because we're still on that when we were living over by there.
Yeah.
I was going to try and convince Jeremiah that he had house elves and you needed to leave offerings because there was a stone structure outside.
Yeah. His
No, I
daughter
hear.
secretly a witch. She's making plinths.
It's
Yeah.
Gunner.
You got a good hit for 20 damage, right?
What's that?
You got a good hit for 20 damage. right?
22. Yeah.
22?
Yeah.
That's a
11
good
times
hit.
2. The crit, right?
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Bludgeoning.
Okay. It's either Gibson or Oboe.
Cool.
Do you have a melee weapon out?
Who?
You.
I have a shield. Yeah.
Does that count as flanking?
I have
so
a shield boss.
for
Yes.
Pathfinder 2nd Edition, unarmed is always on for everyone. So
But I'm also not unarmed. I have a shield boss.
as long as you, so
As long as you threaten.
you always threaten around you, as
Yeah.
long as you're able to make an unarmed attack. And then with a shield, he threatens more.
Okay, I must have read something wrong that in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, unarmed doesn't threaten.
It does.
It always has.
Okay, I must have misunderstood it.
Yeah.
No, Starfinder 1st Edition, you don't threaten.
Well, it's
Yeah.
3.5
you have to
and
take
yeah. So
improved
Pathfinder
unarmed
first,
strike to
D&D for
threaten,
third,
or-
and Starfinder first. It does not.
yeah.
Yeah, you either in Starfinder First Edition, it's either improved unarmed strike or have a natural attack.
Okay,
But in here, everyone can kick.
I'm gonna punch the guy.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to
I
intimidate.
mean, in my case, I was an armor storm soldier, and I was just.
I'm gonna intimidate him,
Sure.
demoralize him, and then I'm gonna trip him, and then I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
In that order. So,
Cool.
intimidate. 19.
That is a success.
Okay, and then I'm gonna trip him. That's a cocked. 22.
Let's
Athletics.
No reflex.
Well,
Well,
athletics.
it's a-
again.
yeah.
22
sorry.
athletics.
Sorry, I'm saying what it was.
Oh,
That is my fault.
That is a success.
Okay, and then I'm gonna punch them.
And there's no positive because we're also flanking, so it's the same modifier.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Yeah. But
It causes him an action
It's a-
To stand up, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think either one. Well, you might be able to hit him. I don't know if you have reactive strikes.
I do.
There you go. Yeah. So that's why.
Oh, standing up provokes?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
It does not in first
And
edition.
It does.
Yeah.
In Starfinder First Edition.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I thought it did. That's why I
Yeah,
kept
it
Oh
did.
no, it does. You're right.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
No.
You
First?
have to move out of your square in first
Mhm.
edition to provoke.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you have to move away.
Okay,
yeah.
Out of her.
Like,
And in
of a-
move
5th edition,
actions
Yeah.
to-
D&D 5th edition, it does
it's just
not.
it's just unless you
either.
have kip up, it takes a lot of it takes your
It takes an action.
Takes
Takes
an
a move.
action.
Something
It
like
takes
that,
your
yeah.
move.
Yeah.
To be
Your
fair,
full
movement.
though, we played a lot of Starfinder First Edition where standing up did provoke because it did in Pathfinder First Edition, and we thought,
And we
That's
never
the
bothered to
same
check the
rule.
rules. Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
were like, oh no, things changed.
I had to finally look it up because to move while you're prone, you only move 5 feet.
Yeah.
crawl. Yeah.
Period.
And
Which
that
is-
did
yeah.
provoke.
You have to
Yes.
have a well, and in this you have to have a feat to do that. You have
Yeah.
to have nibble crawl.
Okay.
To move half, and then you have to have a
Okay.
thing special.
Gonna
thing.
rip out their throat.
So that's -5.
Yeah, my
16.
16. Sword. We'll hit.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
There's a lot of things going on them.
Mhm.
Do I get bonus from your damage?
+1.
10
Piercing.
piercing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one because I did the tail and then I'm doing the jaws.
You
But
can
they're
do-
they're,
you,
they're,
you can do
they're,
tail.
they're on the same line.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
tail.
It's the same damage.
Well, I believe your tail has sweep.
Yeah.
Gives you a +1 to hit.
Only if it's
Well,
another
it
target.
gets a different target.
Yeah.
If you are fighting multiple targets,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just like
That's-
Gibson's
Cool.
go-to combination, tail,
Yeah.
tail, heart.
And that's my turn.
All right, and Nobazaya.
So she's going to shot on the run, so she can put the cone where she won't hit her friends.
'Kay.
What are you rolling?
Area fire. That's on you.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I was like, oh yeah, no, you're right.
Really doing good with those so far. It's unnatural. I rolled
Okay.
another 20. So no damage from the
I
area
don't like
fire.
that.
It's prone and still dodged you. Sure.
That happens.
Yeah.
Hey. We
Nice.
were just complaining about, I think last week, about what do you mean prone doesn't give you any penalties for ranged attacks?
I feel like they oversimplified
Okay.
because it makes sense. Like you're down. You're gonna be
can
hell
dodge what
So
paralyzed, too,
primary
so it's
target,
okay.
if it has an attack of opportunity, it can make it because she's in melee range.
Okay.
35 to hit.
16.
Well, hit.
Yep. Good math. That's my 8. There it is. So 7 + 1, 8 piercing.
Yeah.
As she. So that's.
And Beatrice is defeated.
And then she is. You demoralized successfully?
Yeah.
Beatrice is defeated, is what he said.
Oh, she's defeated?
Yeah. She's down.
Oh.
You blew the feet right off of her. She ain't going
You
nowhere.
swept her off her feet.
Alright.
And see, we did that all in one round. I mean, one.
2 rounds.
I only
one
went
round.
once.
I only went once too,
So we.
Yeah,
but
that was-
others went twice.
Yeah, that was the bottom of the round. Obazai was the last one in the initiative order, so we cleared that one round.
Oh,
Did we
okay.
really?
Exactly, from beginning to end.
Oh.
Yeah, because I didn't go. I'm top of the round,
Yeah.
and I didn't go twice.
Okay.
Okay. That was a waste of a 2nd level spell.
I don't know if it was a waste. It made it easier. Thank you.
No?
My spell did nothing.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah. What does 5
Oh,
check
that's
do?
right. Love protected her. I'm sorry.
Like,
I made her happy.
and,
She died happy.
Good.
and she wasn't going to attack next round. That's
Yeah, she
the
could do
failure.
nothing but. She could do stuff, but nothing hostile.
Okay.
And
Does she disappear because she's a summoned creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob cries for about 30 seconds and then she fades. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
And there's
In
just
heart-
You know that
We
really
always
old
go back
song?
to that.
You know that really old song, Another One Bites the Dust?
Oh, I have it. No, I have an inappropriate joke.
Yeah, I bet you do.
There's just a holographic calling card left where Beatrice left.
Oh. So remember the cinnamon challenge? Take a spoonful. So there's
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
What happens when you're doing things during the snap?
It's called the event or whatever.
The snap.
Yeah, it's like when you're blowing your boyfriend during the snap. That's a horrible thing to say, Fred.
It is. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, that's fair. Stop putting shit in my head. That was a second level spell.
You almost
It
said
wasn't
stop
even
putting
that, it
stuff
was
in
like-
my
it was-
mouth,
It was
and
a cantrip for you.
It's vicious mockery. It's the inverse.
mind sliver.
Tasha's hideous mockery.
Ooh.
And from here you can hear voices
Inappropriate thought.
Yes.
and inappropriate thoughts. But you can hear them both. From here, you hear, "Shall purge every world of mortality's wicked designs, and scour every heart with the light of the stars."
Question.
Yep.
Are you gonna heal me at all?
Do you need to be healed?
I am down 8.
You are healed.
Okay, I wanted to ask. I'm not assuming. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
Did the-
it doesn't. It takes me about 2 rounds to fill that back up.
Pocket healing. Pocket healing.
We do find out that it does not refill outside of combat, though. It is at the start of your turn that it refills.
Oh my gosh, there's so many of you.
That's
That's
okay.
the-
You didn't use it, so it's just empty to like.
Well, it's kind of weird because if it doesn't, I can't start using it until like the 3rd round. Then
No, it starts with.
because it doesn't refill
Correct.
until we start combat. So
Correct.
therefore, it's going to.
But if you have a combat where you don't use it, it starts full.
You can also get back to full when you refocus.
And
Oh,
we
yeah.
do refocus a lot.
Yeah, you only take 10 minutes to refocus. Oh no! A clown.
Is charging a thing still?
No. There's just
I mean, technically, yes, but it's a feat.
like,
Yeah, these are all AP4s, so just to piss you off.
Well, that's okay. That means we're done, all right? Because we'll be dead here.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, we'd be dead here.
And that's valid. That's what playtesting is, like what we do and don't like and what we would change, and maybe
Well,
someday.
They need to actually get somebody who knows how to write science fiction.
So the person who wrote this, Jenny, she's been writing for a while for Starfinder First Edition. Someone was like, "Was the first time rewriting for Second Edition?" Someone was like, "No. She wrote a whole bunch of Pathfinder Second Edition things." She's a venture officer, Jenny Jabarski. I'm not saying whether or not she's good at what she's doing, but that's who it is.
So specific to Jenny, then. You gotta stop writing. You know, these combats are trivial, and you can maybe skip that. Just don't put those in your books.
yeah, that was my complaint today to Tony. I was
Before
like,
everybody else
it
got
just
here.
kind of took the wind out of my sails when you
Okay, but-
write
no, we
in
don't
your
have
book, "Hey,
What do you want?
we don't
the
need
Starfinder
to do
book,
this."
but we don't have it. I was like, I forgot to print it.
I was like, you don't need to do these encounters, but they should. They might find something cool. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, just leave that.
Is
out.
there a wall here, or what am I looking at here?
They're underneath.
Like, I had a hard time figuring out
Go around here.
the map,
Oh,
but figured it made sense for you guys for the combat to draw these guys out more than stay in their little room. So you guys hear the end of a what sounds like some sort of sermon, and he walks out dramatically.
Oh.
Hark! The nameless spawn of the Elder Ones appears. Lo, it shall shake the stars and topple the palaces of all mortal empires. Crown the newborn with guts and gold.
I cast silence.
Scream songs to the
I wish I had
midwives who watched over its cradle. Embrace the coming of salvation.
I mean, I have a form of silence. Shooting him in the throat with a bolt.
It's my favorite thing. Someone goes, "Oh, the big bad is coming. He's about to do it." I cast silence.
Yeah. And then let's roll initiative.
Black is
And
Nebula.
we'll see if we notice we cast silence.
Do we have our scout?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Ooh, not bad.
Well, Nebula got pissed last time being later.
Okay.
Nebula is a 29.
Nice.
Nice.
All right,
Jarvis is a 23.
Obo is a 21, and Martineau is a 19.
Gibson is a 23.
Nice.
Did anyone tell me how many spells I actually do have?
Yeah, give me a
I
second.
got 2, but I'm like, that doesn't seem entirely correct.
And you're a
Yeah,
Technomancer?
third.
Nope. You're a Witch Warper.
I think you have 2 level 1 spells and a focus spell.
You have 3 first level spells, 2 second level.
Okay.
Nice.
I got 19.
Plus my focus spells. That's correct.
Also got 19.
Sorry, up beside Martineau.
Yeah. Obo got 21. Martineau got 19.
And Bob got 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in time.
No,
You
I
get
did not.
5 cantrips, 4 first, 3 second. Spells
No.
per day.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not
It-
slots.
it's-
That's known.
Spells per day.
No, that's
Yeah.
slots.
Oh.
That's slots.
One
That's a
is
lot.
my focus.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
One
I
has to
see-
be his
yeah,
focus.
I see what you're
Yes.
saying.
They just
Okay.
it's written poorly.
No, that's fine.
It is.
I forget that there are 4 slot casters. That's.
It's weird. It's like I have a focus pool to cast my focus spell, but they still give me a spell slot for it.
Yeah.
Because that is also spells known.
Well, and you can cast it outside of a focus, right?
How?
Can you cast
No.
it with
No.
your slots? No. Ah.
It costs a focus point. It just does
Yeah.
not make sense.
Yeah, it's this spell I have that takes a slot and a focus point, but
Yeah, and it counts against your known.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. It took me a while to figure that out. But once I figured it out, I'm like, oh, you hate this class, but okay.
They hate every class.
Well, that's how they do it with Witch Warpers, not Witch Warpers, Mystics as well. Any spellcaster.
Yeah, they hate spellcasters. This is a science fiction game. Then don't put spellcasters in it.
Or bring back the Technomancer and the Mechanic.
Next book.
I mean, it's like the entire point of you writing this was to integrate science and fantasy.
Where do you want your destruction field?
In the middle.
Yeah, in between us.
Next to
yeah,
the Hitler-looking dude that looks like the Riddler. The Riddler? Sorry.
Riddler. He's got
The
a lot of
Riddler is actually
riz.
super cool.
Yeah, he would be super cool. I have riz.
Oh, no, I'm actually talking about Rizzler. That's the name of the character of the turned Tron. When Tron's corrupted, he's known as the Rizzler.
Wow.
Oh, you're talking about Tron Legacy?
Tron Legacy, yeah. When he's turned, he's called Rizzler. Where he has 2 discs.
That
I was
actually did
just
okay
making
in
a
the movie.
pun
You
on
talking
the.
about a clone?
No. He corrupts Tron.
Yeah.
That's Clue is the clone.
Oh.
Yeah, Clue
Right.
captures Tron, and he thinks he's dead, but he actually corrupts his code and turns him to be a program for Clue.
Right. Yeah. Because Clue is Jeff Bridges'
Yeah,
DH.
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long. I don't know who the girl is. I know she's gorgeous in that.
Olivia Wilde.
Is that who it is? Damn.
She is a very attractive woman for that.
Well, she's absolutely gorgeous.
But also you have Martin Sheen, you have Daft Punk,
Yeah.
you have a large number of people.
They've actually said they're going to
Who
start
plays
doing the third
the
one
guy
now.
with the staff?
Martin Sheen.
Is that Martin Sheen?
Martin Sheen.
Oh, he looks so
Yeah,
different.
so different.
Wow.
Did they wait? Are you telling me the Daft Punk's talking about making up again?
They already broke up.
They're talking about making Tron 3.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
no, they exploded in the
yeah,
desert of Utah.
Yeah, Daft Punk just they
They disbanded,
yeah
but
yeah
how they did it is one of the robots exploded
yeah
in the salt flats.
yeah.
I don't know that group, so
They're the robot heads.
Oh, they're yeah.
I'm not into.
They're German or French? I can't.
They're
remember.
French.
Yeah.
They're French.
Nebulo.
Nebulo. Nebulo's gonna do a thing where he's gonna pull out his. He would have pulled out his laser rifle and he's gonna shoot his laser rifle instead, and he's gonna move into the room. Right about there. That's fine. And he's gonna shoot at that guy and go, "Stop it!"
Okay, so that's 2.
21.
Well, hit.
Nice.
1d8
So that
plus 1d4.
Yep.
7 fire.
Nice.
And then he's going to say, "You don't look so good. Your style looks like crap." Let's not. He doesn't want to. Can you use deception in combat?
Deception.
Like bluff?
is to
There's
feint.
there's feints and stuff, but you have to have feats for them.
The feint action you can do just with deception, but
Correct.
let me
24.
go
to feint.
Go look it up.
Yeah, we
see
should
what it does.
Print
real
off the
quick.
help sheet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no freaking
No,
clue.
yeah, there's a lot of actions that you can take.
Let's see. Here we are.
In Starfinder First Edition, it's just easier to hit the thing. Yeah, it's great to demoralize and do all those penalties, but it is just far superior to hit the thing.
Well, it's also first edition feint is action hungry.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull off.
What?
So for feint you have to be in melee range. I
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
confirm
It
that.
puts them off guarded.
What? Kenny does a diplomacy thingy?
No, without certain skill feats.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
He's gonna demoralize him.
'Kay.
It's the same. He's got 8s on the board.
So
Yeah, that's what I keep wondering why Brian's like, why doesn't your champion do anything else? And it's like, because the only social skill he has is diplomacy.
You can get some fun combat.
there's other things that
Everything
you
takes
can
map.
do. It's just that they aren't what you enjoy. Like Horace
They
is the
all
same
take-
way.
Map.
Horace just likes to swing things, and
Yes, yeah.
you love, and it's nothing wrong with that. You love the actions you love to do. All have the attack trait. And I'm like, I can't fault you for that. They made the game that way. You were like, man, it'd be really cool if I just shove them to the ground. Yeah, that's the attack trait.
If you want to,
You also need a hand. And it's like,
I don't have hands.
And I'm like, it's fine. They're
Wait till next level when he gets double strike.
like,
Well, I like two-handed weapons, so I don't have a free hand to do some of the stuff I want to do.
yeah.
Grow
And-
another 2 hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You can do that.
It's possible,
Well,
but
And
uh,
Drake does
Necrographs.
other things.
Can't
now,
do
like
anything with them, but they can
smite,
hold
so
shit.
yeah, Drag has a lot of options now.
it's. I tease you about it, but I'm like. I
You
can't
like my
fault you
characters.
for liking what you do.
Yeah.
The
I do
system
damage.
just is like, you should be doing more. You should be doing different. And I'm like, don't tell him what to do.
It works great. It works great because then Demetrius gets to go up and fucking talk shit and lower their AC all by 4 and add
Yeah.
extra damage to when Horus crits and it's like, I did that.
Let's see. So 22 will is a success, so it's frightened 1.
Cool.
And Brighton's just as -1 penalty across the board.
Yeah.
To basically 1 to everything.
Okay.
Yeah, drops its AC, drops their attack,
Oh, it
drops
drops your
your
AC?
DC.
And
Yes.
and your class DC by 1. Yeah.
Yeah,
Frightened
it.
sucks.
Frightened,
Frightened
and
is terrible.
Sickened are
Both bad.
fairly
yeah.
common, and just drop every number by
Yeah,
1.
but
basically.
frightened Sicken goes away when you use an action.
It
Correct.
can go
and
away
frightened just
too.
goes down on its own.
Yeah,
Mm,
and there's ways to make Frighten go down quicker.
Correct. Yeah, dwarves can just do it. Like when they go to when reduced by 1, you can instead reduce it by 2.
Okay.
And then there's
like,
champions who are like
fighters
as
and
long as they have
champions
frightened
both
1, they're
have-
still frightened 1 forever. Like oh fuck, as long as they stay within certain
Oh,
speeds.
that's nasty.
Well, no,
Yeah, there's
there's
an aura. You spend an action, and anybody has frightened, they can't reduce it below 1. One of the champions have that.
oh, it's one of the evil.
Yeah, well,
champions, but yeah,
that does. I didn't say anything about alignment. I just
Evil.
said it's one of the champions.
Yes.
Evil champions.
yeah,
No,
that,
no,
that's
no,
Evil's not allowed to have champions. Fuck.
Then
But I
there's the
usually
exact
play the
opposite.
opposite, and it's my aura reduces
Correct.
everyone around me frightened by 1.
Everybody,
When
your
I
aura,
would.
when your aura is reduced, you can reduce yours by 2 initially, or
1.
something like that. By 1, yeah, and then
Mine goes down 1 automatically.
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah.
Okay, who's up next?
so it's gonna be this guy,
Oh, wow.
No.
and
He rolled high.
he did. His followers didn't. Alright, so
I cannot wait for Hobo to just...
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like,
Hi,
oh,
everyone.
12 bullets. Because her.
Hi,
her,
kids. Do you like violence?
I don't think there's a way not to
I've
get
got
all of
vitamin
you.
LE.
That's pretty good. Alright, everybody make a fortitude save.
Vitamin dead. Oh, no.
Good.
Eh,
Better.
All right.
well,
I'm
I'm
sure.
fairly certain I
23
failed,
and
but
19.
I'm pretty sure I didn't critically fail.
I'm pretty sure I.
18 for Nebulo.
Yeah,
Is that a failure?
that is a success.
Okay. And a 16 for Gibson.
Well, that's a failure.
Yes.
Okay, so
You
I
know the
failed.
crazy thing about this? I rolled a 5 and got the 16, and he rolled a 12.
Yeah.
How'd you do, Fred?
I rolled a 3
You dead.
Total.
And got
and 9.
Oof.
9
That's a crit.
is a
No, it's not a crit.
failure.
I thought that would be a critical
I think a 6
failure.
would be a critical failure. Because a 16 failed, so
Yeah.
maybe a 7. I don't know.
So
Well,
if so, the failures will take 12 sonic damage, and if you succeed, you'll take 6.
Oh, my dear
As
precious.
he pulls out,
I didn't get all over you, did I?
no, you didn't. You got it all on your shoulder.
Good.
Seems like.
and then, I don't know if it does anything anymore, but everyone that failed is also deafened for 1 round.
Oh, no.
I'd
But
have to look.
he pulls out.
So any action that you can't cast. You take a minus to
It's a
certain spells
flat
because
check.
you can't. Yeah, just check it. I looked at it once. 'cause
Rolls
I'm deaf.
immunities, weakness, damage, when area afflictions.
If you perform an action as an auditory trait,
Yeah.
you have to do a flat check.
Hey guys, I can't hear.
But yeah, he pulls out a little music player and this
Oh no, an
guitar
iPad,
solo
iTouch,
comes
or
out.
iPod Nano. Fuck.
He's an iPod kid. Stop it.
Okay.
I was
That's
thinking
not
of the
it.
first
Who's
Back
next?
to the Future.
Oh
I
yeah.
think the
I am Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan.
is
Yeah.
the standard check 10 or 15
For
for the deafen.
5.
Oh, okay.
It's a DC 5.
Well, they changed. So, like
Yeah,
for
I'm pretty sure it's
concealment, it
just
was
a
5,
flat.
and for certain things, it was 10. Like stop bleeding, it was 15.
yeah.
Like each had their own. I didn't
So-
know what it was.
Persistent damage standard is 15.
Okay,
Dying starts at 11. The
9
other
plus or
ones.
a 10 plus, and then concealment
Concealed
and other
is a
things were
DC
5 or
as well.
yeah. We looked it up.
Then
So he's got one more action.
yeah, he will.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, if they're deafened, if he tries to demoralize verbally, they just pass.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can't. Because
They
like
can't hear the quip.
technically, I think they still have to make a flat check to be like, what are you saying? But eeny, meeny, miny, Nebula, I guess. Yep, that makes sense. Shiny 1. He ain't hitting nothing.
Oh no!
Alright. Darvis.
Darvis. What'd you
Okay.
get?
23.
I also got a 23.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
That's
I
totally
put them
fine.
in order automatically, so.
That's totally fine.
Darvis and Gibson.
Would you like
can
me to go
decide.
first so I can get out of your way?
Nah, because you can be in my way and I can make him weak to what you're going to do.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
So it's literally, what do you plan on doing in damage?
What do you want me to do? Bludgeoning or piercing?
I don't care. You tell
Piercing.
me. Okay.
I'm gonna rip his throat out.
Piercing it is.
Piercing worked better for Oboe as well.
Yes, valid.
I'll do bludgeoning, but I'll do
But it's whatever it is an
I'll
next
do good
attack.
damage on my own.
Yeah.
She'll do damage to everybody.
Okay, so this goes to heighten 2. So it's a basic will save, 19.
That's a success.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it succeeded, so you don't get to do the bleed.
Okay, no worries.
But it'll be half of this, which is 4 damage.
And Gibson.
Move me to the other side of him, please. Can
he still have another action?
no, he's done.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
That's 2 actions.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say.
He said Gibson, and I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, did you decide to take it?
I was like,
Brian thought you were slow one. Relax.
you did your thing, we're moving on. Who cares about your third action that I keep harping you on? Don't use it ever. It's for the memes.
We'll just fire the cross bolter at him. Oh, you son of a... 13.
13 will miss.
Now Gibson will come up and beat the
Yeah,
crap.
Gibson.
Other side of him, right there. First thing I want to do is I'm going to trip him.
Okay.
20.
Let's see.
Reflex plus 10.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of
that will
penalties.
succeed.
He's got a lot of penalties, though, doesn't he?
He's
no,
frightened.
Frightened ticks down at the end of his turn. So,
So,
he's
0.
not frightened anymore.
It's at the end of his turn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's stupid.
it can be.
Okay.
It'll happen to your character.
Yeah, it's fine. So, did he succeed or did I succeed?
You
You
succeed.
succeed.
Okay. I heard he succeeded. That's my thought. I was like, that's okay.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and then I'm going to rip his throat out.
'Kay.
I mean, at least it's consistent.
this were Torg, that'd be a 20.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah, right. That's a 14.
That will just miss.
Not a worry. That's me.
Okay.
Let's see. What was that?
Awesome.
That should get everybody.
That's everybody. Yeah. I counted how many. I think there's 6.
There are 5 minions and 1 big guy.
Yeah, so 6
How?
total. I have to know because I have to expend double.
Is that another 20?
Yeah. Okay, there's what I expect. Not a 20. I'm like, I can't just roll
It's statistically
20s
improbable.
on area fire all night. It's going to take forever. How did these
Yeah,
guys do?
especially since at the end of this combat, I want to go home since I got to get up and drive.
Yeah, understandable.
Oh.
Good night.
What's DC again?
18.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
So 5 piercing to all of them, except for the nat 20, or anybody who made the DC. I don't know who did what. So
Yeah, okay. So they're all dead.
Oh,
He's fine.
okay.
cool. All right, primary. 19 primary.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he's suppressed,
And depressed.
and he takes another 4.
He seems oddly at peace with everything.
Oh, he didn't take the initial 5. He took 4.
Yeah.
I can't push them off the map. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm going
Say again.
to get him in the bed.
I can't eliminate the minions. You killed all the minions.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said something about pushing. I was like, no, I can shove him. Not going to though because sets up flanking. Because his base is in this way, right?
Yeah.
Martino likes flanking. He failed the demoralize. So she can attempt it.
Yep.
So let's demoralize. Oh, that was almost a 22. I'm gonna hero point that shit.
Not idly do the leaves of Lothorian fall. I'm sorry, bud.
Well, then I went from a 7 to a 1. So that's all her actions. And unlike athletics, nothing bad happens when you critical fail.
Like, it was a good threat. It's just he's a little broken and insane.
Well, I was really hoping that she would succeed, because then she can menacingly snarl as a free action to increase it by 1.
Yeah.
-2 would be a great.
That's what I'm
shift here.
saying. With
Yeah.
Martineau coming up next and fucking Bob getting to go. Yeah, like, damn it.
Bob.
Bob the Mystic.
My turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I for some reason I was thinking I wasn't going to get a turn.
Yeah. That's fair, now that the encounter went from 6 enemies to 1.
Okay.
Shadow snap.
Make a attack roll. And it's, what, 2d10 at your level?
Nice. If it's 2d10, that's a good spell.
That's 19
Woo!
on the dice.
Plus
8.
8, so 27.
Yeah.
Okay, the crit, so 2d10 and
Times
times 2.
You
Yay.
can do
Is
the
Bob gonna
percentile.
die? Is Bob gonna kill something?
It'd be nice.
That'd be 9 times 2 is 18.
Alright. Shadow comes up, snaps his neck, and gives you the thumbs up, and leaves.
Oh my dear goodness. Oh my god. This is just terrifying. It's just like it's just
It's reverse Terminator.
And I go, whose shadow was that?
friggin' oboe's shadow just
Roll 3d10s. Experiment 164. Oh no!
Bob's like, I was casting a healing spell. That wasn't me, guys.
I was trying to help myself.
All right. Interesting thing on him is he has an advanced semi-auto pistol for that tracking bonus.
Okay.
Anybody wants a backup pistol?
I'm like at max capacity with what I'm carrying.
More
I'll carry all.
pistols.
Whatever you don't need to carry, I'll carry. Don't worry about it.
What do I have?
I mean, Obo can carry everything.
And then you find on a market stall selling for 8,000 credits 2 invisibility spell amps.
Okay.
Nice.
What is Obo's encumbered bulk?
I have to do math.
Because yeah, I'm right at my bulk limit.
She's got to be one or two underneath me.
I think you're either higher or equal.
I'm higher because I have a 4 con.
Yeah, she has a 3 con, and we're both soldiers, so it would be the same -1. So whatever you have -1.
Mine's 12 and 19.
So 11. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is stupid.
Yeah.
Bulk's not based on strength.
For soldiers,
For
it's based on
soldiers,
con.
it's not.
And you get to add your strength in.
Oh yeah, only bull. Oh no shit! You just got. Are you adding the proper? Because fearsome bulwark allows you to add your con instead of charisma. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why my intimidation is 9,
Yeah. That's yeah.
which I was not expecting.
Yeah. Oh, actually. Oh yeah, when it would have been higher.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled in that one anyways. Doesn't matter.
Well,
So shit,
Yeah, but the 7 might have.
8, that would have been a 15. instead of
Probably
a-
not.
But the nat 1 failed regardless.
the room ahead of you is painted in blood and gore.
Oh, not bad.
People.
Well, I mean, definitely now with fucking 6.
5 more bodies in there. Just
It actually feels cleaner now that they're dead. But
Their acidic blood cleaned the walls slightly.
It's more their presence.
but yeah, lots of cult symbols that you guys have seen everywhere. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
The cake is the truth. That type of stuff.
it's my
Oh, Christ, we
birthday.
still have a whole other side to do.
Yeah, I know.
And
I hope this is whole half of a book.
This is section 3 technically, and that should be the end of it.
like gonna go, full peeling back the curtain. So, I actually don't think you'll use any of the items on the other side.
Okay.
There's like an advanced dueling sword, and I'm like, I haven't seen anyone use a melee weapon, so
I use melee weapons.
okay.
Is it? But what type of? This is advanced dueling sword, but is it an advanced tech or is it martial?
I have to look it up.
Or is it simple? Because that's the funny thing. My puzzle blade is a simple weapon.
Yeah.
That's
You
puzzling.
just have to figure out how to draw it. Why is an intelligence check to unsheath? Let's see. Dueling sword is a martial melee weapon.
What's the damage on it?
D8 slashing.
8? Yeah.
I mean,
Does versatile P. So it's basically Starfinder's longsword.
Yeah.
okay.
Interesting.
And
Are we gonna hand wave this side?
I'm gonna leave it up to you. I was like, that was like the only thing I was like you might use.
If there's no combat, we're most likely gonna find it anyways.
Like there are things to fight, and I just am like, it's up
Yeah, I
to
don't-
you because
Martino's happy to
We
have
can
the shield.
just-
He doesn't need a weapon.
Yeah.
go to Charity Substation, which I didn't have.
Prepared.
No,
Oh.
I just didn't. Well, I'm always prepared.
The ever prepared GM, Brian Hansen.
It's just that I didn't have the map drawn out
Oh, okay.
because I was like, there's all this stuff.
Alright.
But
I don't
was
need the
like,
sword. We're good. We can skip.
Yeah,
all
I'm fine
this.
with skipping it too.
Yeah.
there were some okay, neat things, but I was like, we could just go to where the problem is, which
let's do
is usually you guys' MO anyway.
Yeah, and especially
I mean,
since
in all honesty, we
it's been-
tried that,
it's been
and you're like, well, they really want you to do this, and we're like,
I
okay.
read the paragraph.
it's also been
read
7
the
days since
paragraph.
it's been 4 hours left on the timer.
Yeah. All right.
So let's take a break, and then
Yeah.
Well, I think we're closing because Casey's going.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
are we?
got
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
So-
fine. This is
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
rare occurrence where
we're
I'm feeling
doing
okay.
the-
So
drive down to Salt Lake tomorrow.
well,
I
you can
want-
leave, and then Fred will play your character, and we'll all play too.
If Fred wants him.
Oh, that's up to Fred. I
That's
don't
fine. I have no problem. I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
care. Yeah.
We'll take a break.
Okay.
then.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back at 9:12. And, oh, nope, that's not the right button. Now I got to find the right button. And then we'll come back 9:12. Thank you.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to continue with.
How's your birthday?
It's my birthday.
That's right.
My birthday.
With the Starfinder 2nd Edition playtest. You guys, as far as I can tell, are in that corner up there. There's a door leading into Charity Substation.
I'm going to ask a stupid question.
Yeah.
Did we get any credits from what we previously did?
To be fair,
Well, we have
you haven't
spelling
really
and-
had any place to buy yet because they're
Or
very.
so. So yeah.
Once you left the little Akaton, basically.
So are we locked into our gear period?
Yeah. Whatever you found.
That's
is what you
silly.
got.
I mean, I'm only down 1 armor, technically.
Let's see.
Instead of a 21, I'm a 20.
Oh yeah, because you and Obo haven't upgraded to heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you guys are looking at this substation, which, as I recall, isn't usually here, but thanks to the ghost levels is. Okay.
I'd also say we probably take 10 minutes so I can refocus.
Yes.
Yeah. You can heal and focus.
Everybody took a decent amount of damage.
I took 6 and 6.
I took 12.
So you're looking at this from the outside.
I have a question. Does refocusing how does refocus help with healing? I don't know.
Usually, for especially Pathfinder 2nd Edition, a lot of magical healing abilities that are worthwhile are focus spells.
Okay.
Champions can use their lay on hands as a focus.
Okay.
So that's effectively what it is.
Okay.
Like
So-
druids have good berry.
Do you know what your total?
I think it's 11.
It's 11 or 12. It might be 13.
Let me check.
It's something plus your. It's like twice your level plus your modifier or something like that, right?
No, it's a static number plus my modifier.
Yeah.
It's like 9 or 10 plus my level. And I do believe it's Vital Prism.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Now you can't do anything while you're refocusing, right? Like you
yeah,
can't-
You're focused on the
Yeah.
activity.
So like you can't treat wounds. Oh, you can treat wounds and then focus, but you can't do it while you're focusing.
I don't
It
heal
just-
with medicine.
Oh, you don't
period.
have treat wounds? Okay.
I don't have medicine at all.
That's fine. I didn't know.
It's actually weird because it depends on what counts as a focus activity. So, like, depending, like a champion that is focused on healing and stuff, through that their deity is focused on healing, you can say their focus activity can be the medicine, the treat wounds check. But usually they're separate.
So Fred, your network has 6 plus 3 plus 4 times your level. So you currently have 18.
15. For level 3.
Correct. 4 times 3 is 12.
Plus 6 is 18.
Oh, why did I go 9? You're
Hmm.
right. So 18 total.
And when you regain actions, you regain 4 hit points into that pool. So at the top of your round, you get 4 back into that every
Okay.
time.
I was thinking it was 3. So,
And that changes based upon your
right.
your rank in your skill, which is stealth.
Okay.
And when you refocus, you automatically gain double your level plus your wisdom modifier when you refocus. So it's 6 plus your mod. So it's most likely 10.
4.
Yeah. Modifier would be 4.
So 10.
Okay. So we burned through 12 for you to heal yourself.
So 12. I burned through
So
12.
we're starting with 18. So
So 12.
what is Casey damaged?
I don't know if you wrote it down. Read it?
Yeah,
Read it?
he
Yeah.
currently have points of 23, so he's down 12.
So he's also down 12?
He's
Oh
down
yeah,
12.
you got, so
Yeah.
it'll be 12 or 6 cuz that's all the damage up.
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 12 and 12 total. And what are you at?
12 and 6.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. It did a decent
Do
amount.
we have time cuz it's
We have all the time in the world, don't
18 times 18 24
But
42.
it's 10 every time he refocuses.
I know. I'm trying to shut up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to add all of the damage so we know how many focus
Oh, okay.
rounds. Because we're starting with 18, so we have 18 total. So
Mhm.
that's gone. That's one. That's
Okay.
your pool, and now we're at 10s. So 12 and 24 is 36. So that's 4.
4.
So
Okay.
5. Well, yeah, 4. So 50 minutes, an hour.
40
basically.
minutes.
we? Yeah, about
right.
an hour.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's anything that says you can't focus while walking. You just can't do any explorations because that's an activity which would interrupt depending on the
Yeah.
focus, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
for this, there is time crunch that we're on.
Cool.
Okay, so
Oh Jesus.
I have a question.
yes.
Can you use actions outside of combat?
Depending on the action.
Pen.
What? Okay, this is a concentrate mental. 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
What's the action?
It says you concentrate your telepathy towards a bonded ally. Oh no, that's a 5th. No, that's a 3rd level. Yeah. If the next action you use is cast a spell and the target would be affected, choose one. Either that spell only affects the target, or that spell doesn't affect your target. If the next action you use has the transfer trait and uses the same target, your vitality network regains up to 4 of those lost hit points.
Yeah, so that's something you can only do in combat because
Okay.
it has the word, the next action you have to do.
Okay, I
so it
understand.
has to be sequential.
Okay, I don't know. I don't think.
That's good to know, though.
Like, I would say it's more that it's with the Vitality Network, and as I recall, as I understand it, I haven't read it, the Vitality Network is only active during combat,
Right.
right? So an action that affects the Vitality Network, you could take out of combat, you just don't have a Vitality Network up
So
and
you have a
running.
vitality network at all points in time, but you don't get hit points into it until the beginning of combat.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
worded weirdly.
So if
Well, so
it's-
because there's no turns outside of combat.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
why.
whole
That's why
point.
my question. I don't know.
Yeah. And you can't take activities outside of combat because they're.
What are
So activities are like certain activities are actions like shot on the run,
Okay.
where you can move and area fire for 2 instead of 3, because normally it would be 3. But you can't do that outside of combat for very obvious reasons. So like 95% of activities can't be done outside of combat because they include a basic like strike or something.
okay.
Right?
Okay.
the more technical thing is that you wouldn't be able to do shot on the run
Because it requires a target.
outside of it because it
You
doesn't
can't area
matter
fire. Yeah,
until we're in combat.
correct.
And that's what the different
Yeah.
modes are for.
And because so outside of combat, things that take 1 round in combat can take a minute, and it's a way of mapping time. It's weird. So things that specifically say turns cannot be used outside of combat unless
Okay.
the GM says, because the GM can do whatever he wants.
And
But if it says a turn, that's specific to combat because that's when the actions resolve.
Okay.
yeah. Because like for that, if the vitality network is always on, and you want to cast a spell out of combat, and that's fine. You can do that in turn. And at the end of that turn, it'll take that effect. But usually things like we'll say specific things. Stances come to mind as an easy one. You can't activate a stance outside of combat,
Right.
and those abilities will say when you can and can't, either in the
Yeah,
ability or in the trait description.
In 2nd edition Pathfinder, you couldn't rage outside of combat.
Which makes sense.
Does it though? I can't be mad enough at this portcullis to lift it
No.
because yeah.
Well, I know
Well,
5e
and-
has some
but
various.
that's-
It's like
and-
you
and-
can rage, but like if you do not cause damage or have damage caused to you, it just disappears the end of your next turn.
Well, it comes down to the outside of combat actions take a minute, so rage is just utilized, like it's just gone. And I think it just became an issue. Now it's just rage lasts 10 minutes. It's 5th edition. Rage is
Rage is a minute still.
yeah, but it's free. You can rage when you roll initiative.
Right.
Yeah. People were complaining it was an action. You had to do it.
They're just silly because I'm like, oh no, a class has a required action that you take often.
Yeah.
Never heard of devise a stratagem. We should be able to do that for free.
Well, devise a stratagem is annoying, but it also, I mean, it's better than exploit vulnerability, but exploit vulnerability has a higher plateau, because devise a stratagem, if you roll poor, you could just choose to do something else.
as long as it's not an attack action.
No, you devise a stratagem first,
Yeah.
and all it says is if you make an attack, you have to use that result. So you just do something different. Is my point. With exploit vulnerability, if I fail, I just failed. It's a waste of an action. It's still a waste of an action if you fail, but you can choose to do something different instead of wasting 2 actions. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also, I wanted to check because for some reason I thought it was all attack actions, and devise a stratagem says strike, so
Yeah.
that's different. Because that's also why you can't devise a stratagem of spell attack. So those are different. But yeah, there's kind of the chief thing that usually gets people into trouble for is taking actions out of combat are
Free.
that they want them to like lead into combat,
Right.
Okay.
and pretty much as soon as hostile intent, you're like, we're just gonna gun them down, or I'm gonna fireball, or I'm gonna sneak and attack. Then we roll initiative and go from there.
'Kay.
And
Yeah.
but you can demoralize someone out of combat. It's just you
Well,
usually don't do
Outside
it.
of combat, it's not demoralize. It's called coerce.
Well, coerce and make an impression and stuff are for the
Social
NPC
paradigm,
attitude system.
Yeah.
Like, at least in my mind, like, there's no reason to like that you can't demoralize someone and then make an impression to good guy,
Well,
bad cop.
I
Or
I
good
I
cop, bad
don't
cop.
disagree, but because of the whole actions outside of combat thing, demoralizes a specific action, whereas coerce is that you have to spend 10 minutes, a minute, an hour, whatever, and it gives you a bonus. That's why there's quick coerce, and there's no social paradigm like I totally agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you should be able to do intimidating prowess. Like the vest soldier walks up and goes, "Urgh!" And then Martin goes, "You know what? Let me be the go between here, because the vest will eat you." You know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, usually.
and I may
there's
be
a
wrong. I think I would have to. I don't have the books in front of me. I would have to look it up. But
Yeah.
I think
No, I'd have to look up too.
that may be explicit. One of the actions that you can take outside of combat, and it just takes a minute.
Well, let's hurry up and
Yeah.
Oh,
get this through.
Well, I mean, we can quit if we're done. I mean,
yeah.
It's up to you guys.
you were the one.
I said it's fine.
Fuck, we were all ready to go home. And you were like, "Nah, I got nothing to do tomorrow."
I still don't have anything to do tomorrow, but I still got 20-minute drive home,
That's fine.
which isn't
Uh,
bad.
We just, we got
Yeah.
on a rules tangent.
We all don't have the drive home that Jeremiah has. That's a
Yeah.
beast.
I couldn't handle that.
14 hours.
I couldn't handle having to go home to 5 children.
Through the Himalayas.
I thought it was 10.
It is now.
Oh.
That's why he's staying in the garage as long as he can.
All right. So,
That's why you put an air conditioner.
Sorry,
in
yeah.
the
So
car.
we make it to
you make it
Paradise,
to,
or I can't remember what it's called.
Charity Substation.
Charity,
Charity, that's what it's
high
called.
charity.
And it's a concrete structure. Normally, you'd see like large cylindrical power structures and stuff. Instead, what you guys see is better described here for one of the entrances you can do. An egg-shaped mountain of meat has formed around the building's infrastructure, completely encasing it in a strange material. The air buzzes around the mound, filled with the sound of insect wings that resolve into a chorus of disturbing sounds.
Is this like the plot of friggin' Ghostbusters 2?
A little bit.
But that was Happy Juice, wasn't it?
No, that was the ooze.
Oh yeah, there's a.
The mound is 50 feet high and smooth.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Stop describing it.
And if you want, you can climb up. There's no visible way inside the mound.
Nebula will fly around and see if there is anything of importance.
So there are two ways into the facility. The one that I put you guys there is a door, and then so I understand that there's a basement entrance on the other side.
Which way do we want to go in?
The most direct.
Okay. Front door it is.
Okay.
yeah, this is the energy station, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And Casey's character is an engineer?
Yes.
So they have lore or something? Electrician?
His background is electrician.
Yeah.
Okay, when you guys open the door, everyone give me a fortitude save.
Oh, it's gonna be gross in
Fortitude?
here.
Is this a atmospheric thing?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's not good. Uh-oh.
I have a decent amount. Oh, did Obo didn't get a hero point. Does Obo need a hero point?
No, I think I have his hair
Oh,
over here.
yeah, Obo didn't get one. You're right.
And
Also, it's been 2 hours, so
And I got.
I think
Yeah,
we're
no.
the only ones that used ours.
yeah. So you two get your
So we'll get ours
hero
back.
points.
Thank you. I might have to use mine.
Does
It's not
everybody gonna-
11?
does everybody just get another one?
Every hour, the GM's supposed to hand out a hero point. Also do it if you do something cool, so you can
So we should have.
hand out more.
No, you don't each get one. They just hand one out to one person every hour.
Oh. That's not how everybody else describes it online. They're like, everybody gets one.
So everyone starts within that as
Uh-huh.
the beginning of a session, and then
periodically the GM hands one out every hour.
hands one
Oh.
out.
Yeah.
You can.
And then
be
you can give
more
extra.
generous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Jesus
be
Christ,
like,
could
oh
you-
man, you did that cool thing,
Yeah. have
and
one.
reward someone for it. It's just that
Okay.
I get caught in a moment and forget to reward
So
people.
Obo
for
got a
that.
23, but Martineau got an
23.
11.
11's a failure.
I'm allowed to know what happens before I play the hero point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get to know the success rate, so you know it's a failure. You don't know what is going to happen.
Oh.
But
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll let it ride.
yeah,
See how sickened I am.
17 for Nebulo and
Okay.
27 for Gibson.
Nice.
17 for
Roll net 20 or
Darvis.
you get a 19.
16.
and 16
Yeah, my fortitude's
for Bob.
ridiculously stupid.
all right. So Martineau was the 13,
11.
11. Okay. So Bob and Martineau.
What did Bob get?
16.
16.
Okay.
You are going to take.
Oh, damage.
8,000 points of damage.
Oh.
You're going to take 2 poison damage.
Is poison persistent?
Was this fatigued one?
Might be staged.
Did they change fatigue? What'd you do? Fatigue doesn't have a value. Starfinder, did you? Where's your conditions at?
They would have the same conditions as Pathfinder. There are
Okay.
no unique conditions other than
There were a
suppressed
few
and some other things.
listed.
Fatigued, I think, is speed is halved until you take a long rest or a 10-minute rest or something like that.
That's gross.
It's
I can't remember
It's
exactly.
a little bit worse than a speed penalty, but I want to make sure because the exact wording is that they're fatigued 1, and this is a disease. You guys would progress to fatigued 2 and 3,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fatigued
Well,
doesn't.
when you
do
get to a
that.
certain level of fatigue, you go unconscious.
No. Fatigue in 2nd edition is you're tired and can't summon much energy. You take a milestone penalty to AC and saving throws, and you can't take exploration activities. and
Oh, that's
it.
what it is.
And so I'm like, there's no. It doesn't.
There's
get
no
worse.
scale.
So I don't know if you meant to, but and I looked for their conditions, and they didn't change anything. So, okay. So it's still bad because without the exploration activities, those two can't search for traps. They can't scout,
And he's not casting his spell.
and he can't cast a spell.
So that means I can't raise my shield. So
Did you-
happy.
Did you get a 16 too? Oh no, you got
You
the
got
11.
less.
11.
That's not-
Why is it like this? Okay, the so I know, does anyone have any abilities to help them fight off disease?
No.
No,
Not that I'm aware of.
no, you need treat
Uh,
disease or poison or not continued recovery. There's another one I can't remember what it's called. But no, we don't have any. I don't have any of those.
So because this just happens round after round, so Martineau and Bob, right? Give me another fortitude save.
Would his pharmaceutical stuff help at all?
if he can make something that helps, like an antitoxin, yeah.
But
He can't make it in time.
yeah, it's like
but,
4 hours, isn't it?
Well,
it's a day if he knows what he's making.
yeah, but these stages have like 1 minute, 10 minute, 1 hour. Like they're not immediate.
These are the first stage ends at 1 round, so it's immediate.
Jesus. Okay.
It's a big FU, man.
Not 20.
Okay. So you recover your fun.
16 plus 6, 22.
22.
Oh, minus 1
Um,
saving throw, 21.
Okay.
So you succeed. Let me make sure disease.
Yeah, we take the half the poison again.
There we go.
I don't know.
So I just
Yeah, I
want
don't
to make
like-
sure diseases are different with stage.
Poisons and diseases, they're annoying.
And they're strictly designed to be annoying, which is stupid.
Yeah. Well, there's like you get virulent versions where it's like twice as bad. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah, it's very, I mean, I guess in a way it makes sense. Cause
No, it does. It's just
It's
it's
reduced by
math tracking, and it's just tedium.
While he's doing that, I watched the new Inside Out. Inside Out 2. It's not bad.
They had to go back and redo a lot of stuff to make sure it was neutral.
Did they really?
Yes,
What do you mean neutral?
because they had a lot of woke stuff in it.
Yeah.
They were gonna make her gay or something like that. And
I
then-
heard about that.
Well,
Uh,
being gay doesn't make you woke.
Correct.
woke, yeah, but
They had to play with a bunch of like. If I remember correctly, they filmed like 2 or 3 different scenes differently. Well, They animated a couple different scenes and test watched them. Whatever that's called,
Test audience. Well, they do that with a lot of films.
They test audience, and they also changed up some of the dialogue to make sure they didn't go too left and too right. They kind of wanted to be a little conservative, but also a little liberal with some of the. Like, they didn't have an issue with Riley being gay. They just didn't want that to be.
It would have been
All
the
of
main focus.
Yeah, but then they also wanted there was the boy in the first one, and they wanted to carry over. So it was what part? Because I mean that's the whole point of liberalism, as far as like the woke stuff is. You can be everybody's a little bit of gay. It's not, but you know the old '80s, '70s, and '80s Kinsey scale. Nobody's completely heterosexual. Nobody's completely homosexual. There's always shades. It's a spectrum. That's the whole point. So they didn't know how far to lean into certain aspects of
that's
Riley's
valid.
character. They felt that the mom and dad were pretty established, but a lot of test audiences didn't like how aggressive the dad was in the first one. Like, so he
In
makes
the first film
he
or the
makes
first
an
set of scenes?
offhand comment about, oh, she's giving us the look again, and it was there was worse dialogue, and the initial test audience felt it was a little rapey. Yeah, so they dialed it back and made it more benign and not emotional, emotionally correct, like as a husband and wife would have their own thing. But basically, if you watch it again and watch it from the mother's perspective when all 5 are sitting at the console and she's like, "Oh, he's doing that thing again."
Oh, in episode 1, in the
Movie
first
one,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was
Yeah.
That's what I was asking. I'm trying
That's
to
what I'm
figure
saying.
out,
So they had an extra 4 hours of test footage from this movie. They had about a half an hour from the first one, and they cut a bunch out. And they're just trying to find the good balance.
Yeah.
And some of it got released on accident, and people were like, "Whoa, this is bad." You know, and not everybody thought it was bad. Some people thought it was perfectly fine. You know, making the whole broccoli thing of the pizza was, is she on the spectrum? Is she, what do they call it? What's the joke? Are you acoustic? You know, like, yeah.
Yeah, they just.
I am
had a-
definitely acoustic.
Yeah. Yeah. So ironically, they did a bunch. The only thing that they wrote, filmed, animated, recorded, and printed was Bing Bong. Nothing about Bing Bong changed. The imaginary elephant. And he's and everybody's mad. He's not even mentioned in the second movie.
No.
And they're like, that's bullshit.
Well, he's erased. He's no longer remembered. He's gone.
Yeah, yeah.
He went to the dump.
But that's yeah. I liked it. There was definitely moments where I was like, this is cringe. But as a father to a daughter,
Yeah, no, that was
I
fascinating
was
to
like,
watch.
yeah, I was like, this is fun. I like this is cute. I didn't think it's not like the Violet and the Boy in The Incredibles, because in the TV series it gets a little weird.
There's a TV series of The Incredibles?
Yeah, Adventure of Jack Jack, and then with the babysitter, and then there's a season. I think, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I thought I saw something with.
I know there's an Adventure of Jack Jack because it was on the back of it was on one of the CDs, but I didn't think there was any. any
Mature Marines eat their grants with forks and knives.
Sorry,
That's a good short. We need that one.
I wanted to make
What?
sure. I thought that there was a rule that diseases couldn't be reduced. Like you could fight them off, but they couldn't be reduced until they were removed, like poisons were. And I can't find that language anymore. So as far as I know, you guys are done. You took your damage.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And
The
but you guys made your saves after that, so you guys are good.
so are we still fatigued one?
no.
I'm gonna say no, because if it's fatigued one like other conditions, then it can tick down, and a save would tick you down. So I don't know what they were trying to make it be, but that's my best guess with what they wrote. Alright, and then remind me which. Oh, yeah, you guys open the front door.
Yeah, in the front door.
That's where. So you open, and so kind of growing through the wall, almost like it phased into existence there, is this large, meaty mound, and it hates you. So everybody roll initiative.
Stop making gross
That's the sound of meat.
+1. 27 for Gibson. 19 for Nebulo.
I can do math. 24 for Martineau. Bless you. And then 21 for Obo.
Just sneezing.
17 for Petra. And 14 for Bob.
For Petra,
That's the race.
Oh, sorry, no.
It starts with a D.
Darvis.
Lesney Davardi.
he's a Patra. His name is Darvis.
Yeah.
What is it, Bob?
Petra.
Jet?
I like Petra better.
It's not your character, Bob.
He is now.
What's Bob?
14.
Where's the mound, or is this a?
So it's like grown through the wall, and it's taken up like most of the facility.
I'm just trying to figure out where to place his little circly thing.
So, like, you guys see a wall of it here,
Oh,
but it's like this big.
oh,
I should have used another color.
and it hates us.
Yes.
So, Brian,
Yeah.
Stages, player core 430. At the end of a stage is a listed interval. You must attempt a new saving throw, which we did. On the success, you reduce the stage by 1. On the critical success, you reduce the stage by 2. And then if you, if you are still under the effect, you are then subjected to the effects of the new stage.
Yeah.
If the affliction stage is ever reduced below 1, the affliction ends, and you don't need to attempt further saves unless you are re-exposed to the affliction again.
Okay. How badly does this smell in here?
Smells like kitty litter.
Pew! Ooh, ammonia? Jesus. No wonder I'm dying.
I never thought about the smell of a eldritch egg before. Like, I guess it would be somewhere between, rotten meat and by the sea. I like that.
Ooh.
So you got that salty, seawatery smell mixed with rotten decay.
Oh, it smells like exploded whale then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So good job on just knowing how that worked. Good on you.
Okay. It's just there. Because I assume it's...
Yeah.
Those are a blob?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay. Does it have concealment while it's in there? Or is that
It's just... What are you talking... This is Casey's aura.
Okay. I thought
And-
that was the aura of scent.
No, and this is where... This is the closest spot to hit that thing.
Sorry, I was too busy reading. I didn't hear. I just heard a blob.
It's... There are protuberances through the wall, and while we can't see it, it's just... It's in... It's just... it's there.
Is this like the hands of blood in a wall? In like the Haunting of Emily Hill? Or
No, just more like pulsating grossness.
Well, yeah. So in that one, large mounds of blood. They don't look like hands, but they look like sludge oozes coming out of the wall, and then they reach out.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah. Oh no, little boys!
Other
Those are large size.
Okay. So is there 3? So it's a pustule on the wall and 2 things on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not.
And those are large, and the one on the wall is medium?
Did we hand
The
wave getting?
wall, it's just an entire wall.
Oh,
so it's
shit,
not
okay.
a creature.
Oh, I thought it was a creature. I
Yeah,
misunderstanding.
sorry.
Misunderstanding. You says it hates us, so I'm like, we're attacking the wall.
Yeah,
I mean, let's.
the wall hates you.
Want to put us
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
just
so-
inside the front door?
Gibson. There are a couple swarms of some sort of insect that buzz at your approach, and you can also see this meaty wall of the egg.
Okay.
Oops. Okay, that was
So I'm gonna skirt that wall and not touch near it. And I'm gonna walk up to it and trip.
Let's see.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
intimidate. I'm gonna demoralize, trip, and then attack. I gotta figure out what the pattern is.
Yeah. So, yeah. Most swarms are mindless.
Is it an actual swarm?
These are swarms, yeah.
Oh, then I'm useless against anything because I assume its swarm means I can't even hit it.
No, you can't.
No. Swarms in second edition just have resistances
Yeah, they have like
to
DR5
a
against.
lot of physical damages.
Let's.
But you can still hit and attack them normally. You don't need like an area weapon to harm
Can I-
them.
Can I trip them?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
These particular ones, just for your information, can be intimidated as well.
Okay.
nice, there you
Then 19 demoralize.
Okay, that's a success. So it's frightened.
Ugh. 19 minus. No, 19 for tripping.
19 will succeed.
And then 15 plus 9. And then a 19 to rip out its throat.
So, 3, that'll hit.
For a total of 9 piercing.
9 piercing.
It was a really good round for me.
Alright, next is going to be Martino.
Nice. All right, let's get him.
Okay.
Move up next to you, and I'll try to shield bash it. And hope.
Good night, buddy.
I'm going to hero point that.
Hero point.
Rolling that one.
Almost a 20.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. 16?
Will hit.
Nice. Nope. Oh, shit. Wrong. Same number, but different damage. Nice. So max damage. 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
It's really
I
good.
assume all of it doesn't go through. Everybody now gets +1 damage.
About to go next. I'm like, I
So
don't want
at
that
level
to-
6, when I get leadership, I don't have to attack anymore. I can raise my shield and then say, oh, I've used the directive, get him. Now everybody has that.
Oh, that's nice.
And then Obadiah.
Yay! Well, let's see what happens when she stands next to the wall.
Let's see.
Hey, you want to be here?
Yeah. Great thing about cones. You pick a point and it...
I was in a 40 by 40 room, and the GM goes, "This is a 90-foot cone. How big is that?" I'm like, "It's 90 feet on a side."
Yeah, it's the whole room.
He's like, "Oh, that's a lot." Yes, yes, it is.
That's why I don't remember the system, but they did arcs.
Yeah.
So it's like a 30-foot cone, but your arc is 20 feet. So it makes it a much narrower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just being near the wall of flesh will not do anything.
Okay. So they're both going to make a save. DC 18, first one has -1 reflex.
Okay.
There's a lot more to mine than -1 reflex.
It would 2 because you
Alright.
frightened it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They make it.
They succeed?
Mhm.
All right. No crit succeeds?
Nope.
Okay. So 7 halved is 3?
3 piercing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
And then we'll primary target the one on the end.
'Kay.
Yeah. Ooh. 25?
Will hit.
Yeah. Oh. Out of curiosity, would that have critted the first guy?
No.
No. Okay, good.
Or wait. I'm sorry. I was looking at a different number. 25 will have crit the first guy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't target him though,
So
because of the minus.
25 was the hit. Yeah.
All right. Just curious is all.
Yeah.
2
2.
on the other guy. And then we're gonna demoralize the second guy.
'Kay.
1 second. Oh no, we're not. We're going to reload instead. So rapid reload, one action. Boop, boop, boop. Ready for next round, bitch.
I really need to rebuild Billiam.
What's that?
I need to rebuild Billiam for Torg.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah,
Because his rapid reload was a minor action
nice.
to reload his
Yeah,
GAU.
BFG.
Yeah. The GAU 100mm round.
And you might be from.
Everyone give me fortitude save.
Oh no.
Everyone. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
21 for Gibson and
Okay.
25 for Nebulo.
22 for Martineau and 19 for Obadiah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nebula doesn't have to give me a fortitude save. What were
19 Obadiah, 22 Martineau.
okay?
17 Darvis and 24 for Bob.
Why does Nebulo not need to give him one?
So the wall shakes, shaking the ground,
Oh,
and
Nebula's flying.
They're floating,
flying
yeah.
around,
okay.
and so it only affects people on the ground.
Okay.
And I went
That's it?
through all the trouble of telling you guys, getting all your saves. It's a DC 21. If you failed, you take 15 bludgeoning
I succeeded.
Obo failed.
and 7 if you succeed.
7 if you succeed, 11 if you fail.
15 if you fail,
Oh.
7 if you succeed.
Jesus.
Where is the 3?
Who's next?
Well,
Nebula
good.
is next.
Nebulo is next. He's got his trusty laser rifle. And he's gonna aim at that guy and shoot him. Well, natural 20 is still a crit, yes.
Depends, but usually yes.
29.
29. Okay, so I'll crit.
Okay.
The full technical answer is that a 20 increases the success
So if,
by 1.
let's say it's a natural 20, but it's a 24 and 24
Well, so
is
like if you roll a nat 20 and you have a -10 map,
uh-huh.
and your total is like an 18, which would miss, but it rolls it up
It's-
to
it's
a
a
hit,
normal hit,
but it's
okay.
not a crit. Yeah.
Okay.
It's only, as far as I know, it's only ever happened once in this group.
Yeah,
20 fire.
20.
So 10 times 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so that one burns away.
And you're including the +1.
That includes the +1.
Nice.
Because that gets doubled, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 9 on the die. Well, 5 and 4.
Yeah. Everything gets doubled, except for very, very certain. Like, I think even sometimes
And then-
persistence can double.
He is going to look at the other one and say, "You are stupid." And that's his turn.
Oh yeah.
He's not going to demoralize. He's just going to say, "You're stupid."
Yeah. I'd also like to add that he's suppressed, so he's -1 attack. The
Okay.
other one.
The other one. Okay. I'll remember. Darvis.
Darvis.
Darvis will analyze target.
Okay.
I just want to make sure it's not mindless.
So make a
Recall knowledge.
yeah, what's Darvis's nature?
Non-existent.
Oh, nature? Oh.
Yeah.
Where's your character sheet, Hug? There it is.
He doesn't have anything in nature.
Yeah. What is his
Wisdom is 0.
wisdom 0?
Oof.
Well, with the spell, it succeeds. So these are Octernite swarms.
Okay.
Let's see. So, like swarms, they have weakness to area damage. These deliver a poison when they attack.
Don't like that.
And,
Did the area damage bypass the DR for the physical?
well, the funny thing is area damage, weakness, and resistance were both the same. So
Yeah, that's why I asked.
yeah,
Cool.
zeroed it out, so you just did your damage.
Nice. No, I don't feel so bad about it.
They also have a spooky aura, but I'm at least playing it that the aura isn't going to turn on until their turn starts. So,
Well, I was just wondering if Eldritch Lance would work.
if what?
Eldritch Lance would work.
Should. Gotta find Eldritch Lance real quick.
It's a D10 against a mind creature. So is
It's
is
a
the
void,
swarm mindless?
isn't it?
They're not mindless. No.
So yeah, that would work then.
Yeah, they're not mindless.
Okay.
If they were mindless, we wouldn't be able to demoralize them.
That's true.
Yeah. I gave you guys that information for free because I was like,
I don't
you're
know
like,
how things work.
gosh, dang, everything's immune. I'm like, it works on this one.
Okay. Well, Casey can be mad because now I'm using Eldritch Lance.
So, attack roll, I think, right?
Is it attack roll or is it a?
I'm looking.
I don't think it's a save. I think it's an attack roll.
Yeah, it's a attack roll.
Yeah.
That'd be a 26.
Crit.
Yeah, no, crit. So,
His class DC is 19, so that makes it a 9 or is it a 6?
What?
Oh,
9.
No, it's 23, I think.
23.
Well,
What's on the die?
I got a 17 on the die.
And
So
you're
it
adding
is
9,
most
so
likely an-
26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's your
Hmm.
stat plus your modifier, your proficiency.
Okay, because his.
Which, for a spell, it is your class DC.
Cause I was just looking at his attack, and they're weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What's his
What
mental stat?
kind of attack?
Well, his melee is 6 and his range.
But that's
is
his
7.
melee. Yeah.
His
range is
spell
7.
attack is going to be different. His spell DC is 19, right?
Yeah,
So it's add 9 to the die.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
So,
So 26.
26 will crit.
Yeah.
So 3d6 and then times it by 2.
3d6? I thought it was a 2d10.
No, it's
That's a
2d6.
different spell.
Yeah. It's a different Eldritch Blast.
Well, this is Lance. The other one was a mind thing, void or something. I
Mind
can't remember what it
thrust.
was. Mind buzz telekinesis, Kyle.
So that is 9, 18
18.
Uh,
Yeah.
plus 1,
plus 1.
so 20.
So 20.
Another 20. Good.
Alright. That swarm dies. See if it gets more. Okay.
Oh, Bob didn't go.
Well done.
Let's see, and then that's 2 actions. No,
That's 3.
Bob, your turn.
There's nothing else to attack, is there?
Wall.
There is a wall. It's a trap. So you'll have to.
Does
deal
that
with
mean he can still heal?
it. Can you heal faster than 2d8 plus 5 every turn?
No.
The wall's still attacking you guys.
Okay.
That's
Fred's
Oh,
asking,
that was
what
the
do
rumble?
we have to do to interact with the
Yeah.
wall?
Okay.
Oh, what do we? Yeah.
okay. So
Is it a 3v? Can I steal the wall?
If you poke it here, here, and here, the wall
So
subsides.
there's 2 ways to deal with the wall. The first way is occultism. You'll need 4 successes to identify sigils that anchor the trap to the ground.
That's freaking a lot of turns.
Yeah. What's
I would,
2
wouldn't survive that
actions?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
so 4
other
rounds.
way is to use religion or diplomacy. You have to be trained for diplomacy.
Yeah, I got that.
To also count towards the 4 successes you need to turn it out to soothe it. Because you realize it's just a baby. And you just need,
Yeah,
and
you
it's
need to
scared
calm
of
it down.
you.
Okay.
So that's how you deal with the
So
wall.
2 of us can do that.
I can't do
Yeah, I don't know if
Do you have mysticism?
I don't have diplomacy and I don't have occultism.
Yeah, mysticism isn't a skill.
Oh, that's right.
Religion.
Well, we have a diplomacy over here and a diplomacy over there.
Yeah, you can still heal. It just
Yeah, you can use your vial network. You can cast spells. But you
It's
guys
gonna-
are still in danger.
Yeah,
it's going
we just have to. You have to keep
deplete
us
us
capped
before-
up enough that we can survive the 4 rounds minimum.
The issue is he can only he it's an action to direct points, so he can only heal up to 3 people a turn.
Right.
But I only have the first turn. I have 18, right?
Yeah.
And do I have healing spells? I forgot.
So
Mystic. Okay, what's motivating ringtone?
That's the one that gives them temporary hit points and regen.
Okay.
Yep.
And how many?
Probably 2.
2 actions, I believe.
So you have diplomacy?
Yeah. Me and Nebula.
Cast
So I-
motivating ringtone on you.
Okay.
the motivating ringtone 1d8 plus 4 hit points are healed, and then you can sustain it for an action.
Okay. That
Or
1d8 plus what? To heal. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask a very hold on before you do that. I'm gonna ask a very meta game question. If everybody leaves except for Nebulo, is that
That's viable. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
it
an option.
only affects people on the ground. and
Yeah.
You can just, as long as you leave the door open and Nebulo.
Can communicate. I mean, that's not a bad idea. And I'd be more than happy to take one more round.
I mean, it's not
To
really
establish it.
metagamey as much as you guys just figuring things out.
I mean, theoretically, we could literally just have everybody leave the area.
Yeah. Well,
And
we have
just-
a character with a high enough intelligence that would fucking put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, but also we could just
Yeah.
heal every round, heal us up, and then he
Outside,
goes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, oh, la 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 la.
Yeah, and that's fine. We could do that.
'Kay.
Absolutely. And I could aid.
Yeah.
Can I aid the diplomacy from a distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not saying you can't heal. I'm saying get out of the room and
Yeah.
then heal.
Let's.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I read this wrong.
Okay.
It looks like I thought the moving ringtone healed you a bunch of times,
It's
during
supposed to
the
give you
duration.
regen.
but it's you heal 1d8 when plus 4 when it's cast, and then you get a bonus to your speed and bonus against fear for the duration. And
That
I'm
doesn't
like,
sound right.
And there's no regen.
"Mm-mm."
Huh.
Okay.
So I was like, I
Okay.
thought it went the whole thing, but
All right. Well, then, I mean, don't bother with that because it'd be easier just to.
it's a good little healing.
Yeah.
Um,
So if you want to
but yeah,
hit some people with your 18 and then walk out.
Yeah, I'll.
So I'm down 9 and 15.
I'm currently down 9.
I'm down 15.
Yeah.
No, I'm down 9. So I'll take 9 and another 9 and I'll heal those up.
All right. Nebula does. We're not worried because they
Nebula
can't
has
take
nothing,
the
yeah.
shaking.
Yeah.
So what's the other?
I have 9.
Okay, so you go, then I go, right?
Yes.
So we can leave before it goes again. Because it went.
Yes?
It went after me.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So heal.
I healed myself for 9.
Yeah. And then
and
Heal the cat.
yeah.
for 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And that's 2, and then your third action is to leave. Which one's you? This guy's sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I leave.
Let me know when everything's okay. Everything's okay. No.
Let's
I don't
see.
believe you.
You are right. That is just weirdly worded.
Like I remember it working like regeneration when we first read it, and I'm like, no. Mark, no.
Okay.
Maybe they changed it.
No, I mean that's what's in the
So-
book,
PDF I'm looking at.
Let's.
I haven't read.
and they
that
haven't
much.
eroded it. They've eroded very few things.
I was
2
just
actions
wrong.
to attempt the diplomacy,
Yeah.
and then it would be 2 to ready.
2 to ready unless it's an aid. You just for aid it's one
Oh, to
action. to
and your
prepare.
reaction. That's right.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
but we
so-
want you out of the room.
Yeah, I was just like, what can I do for my third? Probably just
Go further.
raise. Yeah.
I was thinking like it's gonna take 2 to interact, and then your third action to get out.
Well, I want to aid
Oh.
because if he gets a crit, that counts as 2, and it might change.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ready and aid diplomacy, and then I'm going to move out. Yeah, and then I have a speed of 25 or 30, so I can move 50.
Well, you also get bonuses in and out of the thingy.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I'd probably.
You're just you.
I mean,
You're out in the
I can
one
just
round.
I can just raise my shield. Not that it matters, but yeah.
You're just like,
Yep. Okay.
okay, who's up next?
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, Gibson. You were first.
Yeah, I
That's
was like,
fine.
I wrote everything and ignored it.
and then my turn,
Yeah.
and then after me.
So it's supposed to be Gibson, Martineau.
Yep.
Obo.
All right, yeah. Obo will
Leave.
Why isn't he flying?
No.
No.
Obo is
Nebulo.
Nebula. Yeah, the operative is.
I'm gonna ask a question. Because he has enough space to like, can he just push the little cat out of the room? Like punt him
You can do a
Shove.
as an action? Okay.
Yeah, Obo can shove.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing that. Some iron.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely just
Obo,
punt him out of the room.
That's a 24.
You're just like ready, and he's like,
Obo's like, come with me.
Does it do damage?
No.
No, so shove just moves him 10 feet.
Okay.
On a critical success, yeah.
Well, it probably and just 5 feet normally, unless they have a trait or something that increases the damage or the
movement.
thing.
He has a treat. No, just kidding.
Okay.
Called claws on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that works out
The
too. 'Cause
eggs
Obo,
turn. Bunch of insects pour out. So there's another swarm in the hallway.
oh
Where?
no.
Just right next to in the field, right there. Just one.
Oh.
Just one.
Okay.
Like we can put 2 there if you want to remember that they're large size.
No, I've
but
got them
yeah.
on the intersection. That's fine.
And that's its turn. Nebulo.
Nebulo's gonna be like, "Oi, stop it!" Go ahead and do your aid. 25.
20.
Okay.
One, so plus 1.
He's gonna use
What's
his
on the die?
hero point.
Yeah. If it's less than 10, hero point.
Yeah, it's less than 10. Well, here, let me. Okay, no.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you get to.
I have to. I'm gonna ask. It's a 17.
That would be a failure.
Okay. The hero pointed.
Hero point!
Natural 1.
Oof.
All right.
You made
Well, I
me
mean,
angry.
you
And
can't trigger it again.
then he's gonna shoot at this other guy.
'Kay.
21 to hit.
We'll hit.
3 fire.
Okay. Darvis.
Darvis is a cross bolter if necessary.
Yeah, I was just thinking, well, he can do the Eldritch Lance again.
Okay, is that a cantrip?
It's
Yeah.
right, sustain.
I have no idea what
So
that is.
sustain is you just spend an action, you can do it again.
Oh, it's not sustained.
Oh.
It's a spell attack cantrip.
Oh, okay. Oh, cantrips, yeah, just as good.
24?
Nice.
25? 25.
That will hit. So 3d6.
Okay, 26 is a crit. That's good to know.
Oh, that sucked. 8.
So 16 is his AC.
And last action.
I don't know if his crossbow is loaded or not. He'll load it.
I didn't understand the English that came out of your mouth.
I said, I am not sure if his crossbow is loaded or not, so I'm going to load it.
It is loaded. He has not fired with it.
Okay.
There's a second bolt in there.
Then he will shoot the crossbow.
Rapid fire.
And that is a 15.
That with the mass 5.
That'd be a 10.
That misses.
Okay. Who's next?
Let's see, Bob.
Bob.
Bob will do the Eldritch Lance thing.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to work.
Bob.
That is a 21.
That'll hit.
Oof.
5!
Good night,
Alright.
buddy.
And then my last turn, is Bob hurt? Not Bob. What's his name? That's
Not
it?
yet.
Okay.
Did I heal the 9? Is that what happened the first time?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know who got the thing, so I need to make sure I'm marking
So I
it.
got 4 back, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you heal for 4.
Me or Obo?
Whoever's hurt the worst.
Obo. Alright. So Obo's down 11 now.
Bob is done. Swarm. Gonna fly up. Looks like Nebula and Leopatra. Is that
So Nebula and Patra.
so? It'll fly up on you guys.
What's its movement speed?
40 feet.
Yeah, they're
They
fast.
fly.
Is it gonna fly here?
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing, is everyone, now that these are more active, give me a will save.
Okay.
12 for Nebulo. 17 for Gibson.
19 and 26.
15 for Darvis and 23 for me.
So, only Nebula is frightened 2.
Oh.
Everyone else is fine. Doesn't need to make any more saves against that. So it's one action, and then Darvis and Nebulo reflex saves.
So it's a -2, yeah?
Yeah.
19.
Hero point that.
Not idly do the leaves of Lothlorien fall.
He rolled a 1.
Where's the third one?
That would've been me.
Oh. Fred's got it.
Yeah. Not much better. It's a 3.
Oof.
That would be a. What is it? Reflex? 10.
Yep. 10. Okay. All right. So. Nebulo takes 3 damage. Darvis takes 7 damage and give me a fortitude save.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And fortitude save?
Yep.
Let's not use that
Yeah,
one.
retire that shit. That one too while we're at it.
That one has actually been rolling good. 15. Fortitude.
Teens.
Sick.
Okay. Oh, that's perfect.
Did he get?
one
Did he
wants.
get another hero? Did he spend a hero point already?
No, that's
No, I have. I got 2, but I didn't get 2 for him or not. Did it? Was it everybody? But I don't know if he already spent a hero point.
I didn't give one for his character in particular.
Okay.
If you want to give yours to him, that's
I
fine.
will give him this one, and he can attempt a new hero.
Okay.
A new save. No, that was worse.
Wait,
My
did
dice
you
hate him.
already hero point?
different character.
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
It
it
was-
was
it was
the
a
different. It
different
was a
one.
different roll.
Okay. Yeah.
It was a different roll.
Okay. So, what was this one? Sorry.
9.
9. Okay. So, he fails. He takes 3 poison and is stupefied 1.
Ooh.
Which is really bad on the caster. Alright. They're gonna be done, so Gibson.
Gibson. What is a shove? Just an athletics check?
Yeah.
Just gonna.
Has map though.
It has map.
Yeah, it's an attack action. So shove, trip, those are all attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna shove this thing out of the way. Move.
What?
The Patra.
Yeah, you can move through friendly squares, which is difficult terrain.
I'm not going in the room.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And then I'm gonna attack. No, I'm gonna intimidate, and then I'm gonna attack.
Yeah.
20 intimidate to demoralize.
Or you can't because you shove and then you stepped.
Oh, you're
So
right.
you
I'm
go-
gonna punch it then.
Yeah.
So that's 15 to punch.
15 will miss.
Yeah, map sucks.
I was trying to
Yeah.
remember if it had anything on it.
No, I was just trying to remember the dice we'd had previously. Standard dice. Okay,
16 to hit.
16
Mark,
to hit.
no.
Alright, well. I'll attempt to demoralize it. Well, first I'm gonna get him.
'Kay.
So even if I don't get that damage, you at least get -1 to its AC reflexes. And we're gonna do math.
Does stupefy mean he only has 2 turns?
Sorry, what?
Does stupefy mean he only has 2 turns?
No,
No, Stupefy's for- it's a
Stupefy
base for
lowers
casting.
Your spell DCs.
Yeah.
It's your mental stats,
Oh.
and you have to do a flat check to cast the spell.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 25 intimidate.
That will crit succeed.
Cool.
Or,
So
yeah, that
yeah,
crit
Brighton 2.
succeeds.
Haha, see how you like it.
You're not used to it.
What else can I do? I can raise my shield.
Do you have diplomacy?
I do.
Can you try diplomacy?
I'm not inside. Oh, yeah. Hey, I will ready a diplomacy. 'Cause that's one action in my reaction.
Okay.
Let's see. Open
Oh,
fire.
also, I have suppressing insults. So when I demoralize, he is also suppressed. So he has -1 AC, reflex, and attack roll. Because fuck that swarm. It's only -1. Though. It's -2 fright. Oh, wow, that's like 3.
That's a big swing.
That's a yeah. I can't. I'm not gonna say it.
I like it.
I'm swinging that big old shield.
Let's
Boss.
see. Open fire.
Oh, he never spent his hero point.
Yeah,
Oh.
but at the time when you did spend it, it's now spent.
Yeah.
Shut on the
I can tell that
run.
I'm paying attention to the chat.
Shut up. He was here.
He's in the square.
The swarm moved over to him
Yeah.
because that's what swarms can stupidly do.
I know. Okay. Well, unfortunately, he's gonna be caught.
With his pants up.
Yeah, because I don't think I can direct it. Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
He makes a reflex save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not make it.
18 DC.
No.
What do you get?
15.
Okay.
But he crit saves over there.
Not this time. I was like, it can't happen all night.
Okay. 3.
3 damage.
So yeah.
Hit.
And it can't be extra suppressed, so that doesn't matter. That's primary target.
Yep.
And we know that they don't have attacks, so I'm not worried. Ooh. 22.
That will hit.
Nice. For 2.
Alright.
That's what you've been rolling every time for primary target. That's
Yeah,
rough.
just shitty damage.
It's okay. It happens.
That's all 3. No, that's only 2. I reloaded last round.
Isn't area and then
So, shot on the run lets you area and move as one.
correct? And
That's
then
2.
isn't primary
Stop.
target?
No, it's free.
It's free.
Yeah.
Oh, it's broken.
Primary target it's free for you too.
I don't get it.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
It is. I get close quarters. It's only you only get it for.
Everybody, I think they all get primary target because my extends. Oh no, that's right. I get primary target, and then my cone is the full length, not half.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, you're right. You were correct.
No,
Yeah.
it's good. I want to go.
No,
learn.
you get to do cool shit with melee stuff. All right. Anyways,
I mean, not really.
Well, fair enough.
Because there are no cool melee stuff.
Damn it! I don't even know what. Yeah, I'll just shoot at -5. I've just been doing that.
I mean, I really should have just played an operative because I wasn't expecting operatives to be the melee class.
They're second. They're as good as soldiers with close quarter, and they could do slightly better if they have the actions to not move. 'Cause it's
So, like, they get expert in
20. No, 15. So
in melee weapons.
15 to attack. Will
Yeah.
hit.
Okay.
Thanks to the gem.
So 3.
3.
3 more, yeah.
Okay.
And then that's 5, 6.
You're right. I do get primary target, but it is only if I'm doing
With
area of effects.
Yeah, it's area or auto
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
And I just don't have that because I'm not using a gun or a
Correct,
weapon,
correct.
technically.
But you're just as good at it as you're better at it than Oboe is, because it uses your DC.
Who's next?
Yeah, who's that throw with?
It's next. Swarm's still
The wall's
alive,
next?
so it's going to shake the ground underneath Nebula. And then Nebula.
Nebula is going to try to talk to the wall.
Okay,
Uh,
that's a 27.
okay. So you crit, and I crit. That is a total of 30
Nice.
Nice.
Alright,
with a natural
Still-
20,
Still only 2 successes.
which I don't get. I missed that. If you beat it by +5, get an extra success.
That'd be nice, right?
Yeah.
Plus 1
There's-
success for every 5.
There should be
There
should be
used
that.
to be. That is correct.
Yeah.
well, you do get that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, so your 2 successes have 4 in now.
Well, but we only get those 2 successes because we had a crit success.
Right. And, like, it's basically mimicking, it's trying to mimic that for every success by a certain amount over without, but it's just the numbers bigger.
Okay, I'm just.
Oh yeah. So if it says if they get above a certain amount, it can increase the DC.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if you get a 30, kind of like treat wounds. Like
He
for
does
every-
have a 30 though.
I know. No, I'm saying,
Oh.
but like treat wounds, if you try a higher DC, 20, 25, 30, you
Oh.
increase the healing by.
So I
50.
would have had to choose the DC first.
No. This is
No.
just us. Treat
Okay.
wounds is different.
Okay, I'm
But
trying to.
so
figure.
treat wounds is if I attempt a 30 DC and I roll a 20, I failed critically.
Yeah.
So it's different. But if I succeed, this is where assurance comes in. You're like, oh,
Okay.
I auto succeed on a 20, so you just always take the +10.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
And with disarm action, when you take the disarm action, critical success counts as 2 successes.
Okay. I'm wanting 3 successes. That's what I'm wanting.
I think everyone wants that, but that's fine.
Right.
Last action for Nebula is assumed to fly to keep upward.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's gonna move out of the range of that thing.
Yeah.
Well. There.
Well, you can't move. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. you
Flying is move.
can. No, you're
Like,
right.
Can I not do
you're
that?
Right, you're right.
Yeah,
My
you can
brain.
do
No,
No. If
No,
I
you're
can't do that,
correct.
let me know. Yeah.
you are correct.
No,
You are
you
correct.
can.
If as long as you move and as fly, you.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
fine.
All right, Darvis.
You are no longer. You have to move to shoot. Fucking meaty boy moved you, pushed you against the wall.
Well, he'll just move back because
He can also attempt the occultism. I know he has that.
He does not have occultism.
No.
Darvis? Yeah. He
No.
does.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's your
You
big
said,
occultist.
you said he didn't have it, and you were like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it."
I don't have it.
No, Bob doesn't have those
Yeah.
skills.
So actually, what he'll do is move. Oh crap! He can't move in and do an occultism and then move back out.
You can. You have 3 actions.
You can do occultism through the door.
Can I do?
Where you're at, you can do occultism.
Yeah, you don't have to touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
you-
thought I had to be in the room because you guys had to be in the room for diplomacy. That's why I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Well, he's diplomacying through the door.
I'm yelling good, nice things.
21.
21 is a success. So he's just like Nebula's like,
Those two
hey
sigils."
baby, come on, it's okay. Nobody wants to harm you. And Darvis is full, like, gosh dang, occult symbols. Okay.
He's full on Doctor Strange over there, just tesseracting up the.
And you're also right, Pred, but usually these things are touch
Interactive.
sensitive, so I didn't say that
Well,
until now.
We're just trying to save time now.
No, 'cause
swarms
I'm like
don't-
I'm letting other things do stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swarms.
So I was like, to be swarms don't. You can walk through swarms.
yeah.
So
can
you
walk
could
through.
have moved in. occultism, and then.
He couldn't move out. He could not move out because it takes two.
It's
two
two
Oh
actions.
shit! You're right. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's had.
Grow another action. I don't know.
Grow
And
another.
he,
Can I
and-
give you mine? Fuck.
And then he's injured for 16 hit points, which is almost half his hit
Yeah, no,
points.
we don't want it. We don't want him to stay in there. He'll die.
But I can
The
heal.
wall will shake. A swarm will burst out of his butthole.
He can shoot the swarm if he wants. Last action.
Okay.
But that's okay.
The swarm gets +2 because you're in the way, but that's it.
Can
I'm
you?
letting him skip the reload
Is the
action 'cause
cantrip
he
a
already
2
did
action?
What?
It's 2 action.
yeah.
For a cantrip?
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Not all cantrips. Like guidance is one.
The issue is he has to reload. He can't. He fired a couple rounds ago and didn't reload.
No, there's a second bolt in there. Fred reload. earlier.
Don't worry about it. He'll reload now.
I want that as a
He's
feat.
got my pistol.
Like overload the clip, just be like.
Well,
jam
that's
more ammo in
there's
there.
a 4-barrel gun. That's the whole point. You just
Well, there's a crossbow that has
There-
could
there's-
shoot
well,
could shoot
yeah.
2.
there's a double-barrel crossbow. There's a double-barrel shotgun. There's mags. Like there's things you can do.
That doesn't exist because that would mean that people would have to think about good weapons for Starfinder.
Well, they used to have
They-
it
they
in
exist
Pathfinder,
now.
but then again, it went away.
Yeah, we're not using them because
I want an underbarrel crossbow bolter.
yeah.
There are.
There's
Look at Lady Hawk.
you can put a fucking flamethrower on a crossbow.
Look at the movie, the old '80s movie, Lady Hawk.
But
I
this
love
isn't
Lady
the old
Hawk.
ladies movie.
This is absolutely an old 80s movie. This is a Praxis. Get fucking bent.
No, this is crawl. It's fine.
God damn. No, we got lasers. What's
Oh.
that? And this is enemy mine. He's
Oh.
gonna be the pregnant.
See,
alien.
I was thinking this could just be feast.
Oh fuck. It fucking might be. We don't fucking. This wall's gonna.
Honestly, as much as I hated feast, it had some really good.
Well, it's like Stephen
Anti-tropes.
King's.
I don't think I've seen that one.
The Sleepwalkers.
How'd your attack?
Like
I rolled
reloaded.
a 5.
he reloaded. Yeah, he reloaded.
I decided I reloaded instead.
Yeah, you're good. All right, who's next? Who's after Bob? Not Bob.
Darvis.
Darvis.
Bob.
Bob.
Hey,
Bob's next.
Bob.
I'm like,
Bob.
it's
Oh, yeah,
weird
that's right.
that you guys rolled your characters in pairs with you.
I
With
will
my
use the
cats.
Eldritch Lance on the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I rolled a 4, so I will use a hero point.
Hero point.
Not idly do the leaves of Lothlorien fall.
And that's a 15 on the dice.
Cool.
So that would be a
24.
23, 24,
28.
64.
Hut, hut, hut. 24 minus 2. Well, because you had a cover, but that's it.
Do you get cover for that garbage?
'Cause you are in the fucking
I don't know how
doorway.
cover works in this stupid game.
That's
You are
15
covered.
15 points of damage.
I account for cover. It's
Yeah. yeah.
15.
No,
If you are in the way,
that
you are in
swarm.
the way.
dissipates.
Yay! Fuck that swarm.
It's alright,
okay.
it'll be back in a minute.
It'll come back.
It will. Well, let's see. Last action, Bob.
I will
Reload the cantrip. No.
I will heal Darvis for 4.
That's smart. Yeah.
And then
And Darvis gonna
they're
die.
down. So back at the top with Gibson.
Gibson.
The Gibbon Knight.
I'm going to ask a stupid question.
Sure.
If I critically fail while trying to disarm a trap or hazard, does it drop it a step? Does it cancel out a success?
Yeah. So I believe if it's a haunt hazard, whatever, and if it doesn't spring like a trap, you take a. I'm pretty sure you take away a success.
Let me make sure. Because I'm like, usually we only worry about when.
Because like with the trap, you spring
No.
it, and then
That's the wrong disarm. That's why I'm like, what
I
the
mean,
heck?
that's-
Why is it talking about weapon? I'm like, oh yeah.
you would think we would know the Pathfinder Second Edition version of these rules.
Well,
Nobody
they're
ever
like-
tried to
I can't.
disarm anyone.
80%
My
the same.
phone's dead, so I can't be in the chat anymore.
That's fine.
AOE
But
damage?
Casey's like, why is Darvis up front getting hit? I'm like, it's AOE damage. It's not that he was up front. He got hit with an AOE, and we tried to move him out of the way
Yeah.
because he failed an AOE attack. Sucks to be the cat. Did not land on his feet. Does not have 9 lives.
Well, it might have 8 after this.
Yeah. I love how our response is setting the floater. Just keep the floater alive, we're fine.
until I can find it, I don't.
'Kay.
Like, usually the critical fail is the trap triggers, and the trap is ongoing.
I'm gonna
so
try
it's gonna
to.
remove a success.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to aid diplomacy.
Any other means are included.
I
Additional
fail.
steps required to properly deactivate a critical failure on any roll to disable the hazard.
And then raise my
Triggers
shield,
it.
and that's it.
So if it has a trigger, he triggers it,
Okay.
which may be the summoning of a thing. That
Okay.
might be a trigger.
Well, I'm not dealing with it,
I know. I'm just saying.
so
Okay. Let's see.
Martino.
Martino.
What's your diplomacy bonus?
Yeah. What?
What's your diplomacy bonus?
10.
Oh, then you take control. He's got an 8.
Yeah, I didn't want to be inside and get hit.
Oh,
He's
does he have to
flying.
be inside for this?
I'm letting the sigils be outside, so
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
and I'm like,
Well, then I'll do
it's-
both.
The whole egg is the trap, so I'm like,
I'll try. I'll.
you'll
I'll
be
that-
just shouting from outside. It's okay.
Okay.
We, Papa
Um,
loves you.
18.
Are you my dad?
18 diplomacy.
And 18 doesn't succeed.
All right, and then I will ready for my last action,
And
and then I'll roll it anyways. 20.
Obo.
Obo.
Oh, I mean, she doesn't care.
Crack the egg.
I feel like going back and
To
seeing
ready,
if
it
I
has to be a
never
single
spoke
action.
Yeah.
Damn. So she can't ready shot on, not shot on area fire or whatever. Sounds like she also doesn't have diplomacy.
Yeah, I mean that's why I basically passed Gibson's turn.
Yeah, she's cool with skipping. I mean, she'll ready to shoot a swarm if, like, just to shoot a swarm.
You can delay and wait.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay, who's after Obo? The mound.
The mound. Let's see. There's no swarm, so. No, there's a little swarm where it was before. There we go. That's its turn, so Nebulo.
Oi!
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
20, so +1, right?
What is it? What is,
It's okay.
no. Like what? So it's Goodnight Moon, right?
Oh,
But it's Samuel L. Jackson. Good night.
yeah.
Pretty sure that's a crit success. That's 27, 28.
28.
28 is a success. And
That's gotta be
between you guys, the baby is fine.
Go to sleep. The snozberries taste like schnozberries.
Those withered carrots taste dry and musty.
And when the baby calms down, the swarm is like, "Oh, you guys are cool,"
Cool.
and goes back to hibernation.
Gesundheit.
I feel like I've got allergies or something
All
like
right. So we get to. Can we get to the end of the hallway?
Let's see. Hallway
So-
continues around. There's stairs to go down and back up again.
Basically, I'm just asking where can we get to that would be a logical stopping point for tonight.
that. There.
That's fine too.
Let's see. You get.
Ouch.
Let me figure out one thing. which
One more
is-
ting.
One more thing. Jackie! Aya!
Let's see. When also, I guess some of its defenses went away. So when you soothe the baby, the some of the meat melts away into a noxious puddle.
Just stop. Holy
More
crap,
meat.
man. That is like the worst thing. Holy crap.
You go down some stairs, up some stairs, into the next area, where you meet a couple of creatures. They're like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Are we
We've been
punching them in
better.
the face?
Hmm?
Are we punching these creatures in the face?
I don't know. Uh, with a quick check from Darvis, these are Hespers.
Oh, yes.
So these are Fae that live in energy reactors. Usually help keep them repaired and maintained and stuff.
Oh,
Also like to
Are they look-
couple with mortals.
look hungry. Because
Are these reactors?
Uh,
Yeah, this one went down.
these
right?
are substation like
Codules.
generator
Yeah.
things.
So this is where they would live then?
Yeah.
Hello there. We're trying to fix the station.
Ah, cool. This weird egg thing came in, and we've been trapped in here and watching everything go haywire and bad while it's here. It seems to be drawing a ton of power. Sort of like when we have kids and like to keep it warm. So that makes sense.
Okay.
If it's egg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there were a bunch of scary cultist people who,
Yeah, we met them.
Did you eat them?
no, they're in the next room.
Okay.
She calls herself a midwife, and she's ushering in the birth of something that we're looking around the meat that we're in.
Okay. Not weird.
A little bit, but that's okay.
Security's still up, so the laser turrets are active, so just be aware of that.
Can we turn the laser turrets on the people in the room?
Nope. No, they're built to keep people out of the other room.
And they're already in the room.
Okay.
Is there a way we can turn them off so we can go into the other room?
Not that I know of. I don't know what you guys are capable of. It's a complicated and looking at an awful trap that is going to be a pain to deal with.
Wait, computers check.
Yeah, you would think that, but they were the people who built this substation were told that in case of like a terrorist threat, having their defense lasers on a computer network was a security risk. So these are magical in nature, and the only security badge I know of is off of the corpse of the guy who runs this place in the next room.
In the room with the cultists?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
So, the short answer is no, but
Is there a table?
a table?
Yeah. Is there a table in here?
I don't see why not. Sure.
Okay. Because we're going to just bypass this old school style. We're going to rush the room. I'm holding the table, and we're just going to run in, and I'm going to, like, deflect, just move the laser turret out of the way, because it's not going to be able to, like, articulate. Done.
Yeah, that sounds like it works to me. And so, The little square room, it wasn't really clear on the map where any doors were, but from the descriptions, these are like airlock things.
Okay.
And I think that's a good place to stop,
Okay.
because that'll be right before the last fight.
Okay.
So, well, actually, if we want to, we could start one of our October adventures with the end of this fight, because it'll be the last fight and we're done.
That sounds good to me. And then we'll switch over to
Something short,
yeah.
or something that's two-parter, like Magic's. Well, yeah. Hope you guys have fun. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had fun, and look at our fellow shop for any of the loot of the creatures killed in this episode. Fellowship Gaming out.